Good morning, good morning, good morning, one and all. Sorry about that, bit of a technical issue to start with, but we got there in the end. Just had the microphone wouldn't connect. Well, that's no good if we can't hear each other, is it? So we are here. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, chat. Good morning, one and all. Oh, we've got some people in on thing. Sup, Brug, best view boost is... Oh, that's another bot. Dead chat bothering you? Yes. Yeah, there we go. We've got another one there. And we've got two people in Twitch as well. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Good morning. 7 people on YouTube as well. We will say some good mornings. I am on rather strong coffee this morning. My 1 hour stream turned into a 9.5 hour stream yesterday, on top of the 11-hour stream 2 days before. So I'm feeling a little bit jaded today. And I did go out for a run when I finished my stream last night, only a quick 5k. So yes. But all in all, feeling perky this morning. We've got a HP laptop which we've got on the bench, which is here, which we quickly looked at on stream yesterday with no power. We've got a constant current draw. We've got a Samsung Chromebook that I think that was just registering as 5 volt through the USB-C, so maybe PD controller or something like that, or port issue or something, I don't know. And we've got a desktop as well. We did the really dirty desktop yesterday, if you remember, which had been which basically not working, hard drive issues, power supply, and bits and bobs like that. I spoke to them last night. They've given us thumbs up, so I've got all the parts in stock. So we'll be doing that one also. So a fair few bits today. Fair few bits. Cold fingers this morning. Let's say some good mornings. Morning, James. James was first in before I went live. Then we got Nick. Morning, Nick. Thank you so much yesterday for the heads up on that phone number as well, Nick. Got that sorted last night. I am trying to be very careful, but sometimes it slips and eludes me. So yeah, we'll be doing the Chromebook and the HP. The HP is on the desk from last night, so we're just going to do the HP first of all. And also a desktop. Oh, that's me one. Also put that. 100% likes at the moment. Yay! We always like that. Morning all. Where's Oldham? Yeah, Phil. Good morning, Zola. Morning. Just back from night shift. Oh, no good. Do you sleep on a Saturday or do you stay up on a Saturday? Some people, if it's the last night shift, stay up on the Saturday if it's the last one. Mookie, good morning. Saw that laptop, yeah. Oh, that's today. Erich, good morning, Erich. DJC, good morning, DJC. Good morning. We've got a new one. Nick Nutrition, good morning. I'm trying to say what. Good morning, Nick. Good morning. Hello. One and all. Good morning, all. So, yeah, we're going to hydrate today. Still not drunk a great deal from yesterday, and with my run last night, I was a bit dehydrated last night. So I've got one of these espresso machines. So I thought, I'll dig it back out. I bought some coffee the other day. So I have got 4 espresso capsules in here with some frothy milk. So I'm hoping that keeps going. If not, I'll just be wired. But we're going to try and keep it calm, serene and sedate this morning. And we do have our little helper up. Come and say hello. We have our little helper this morning. Come to say hello. Who's this? Yes, you don't want to talk to him. So she's come to help us this morning. She says, please stroke me. She says, I'm ever such a nice dog. And if not, I'll come in here and break wind near you. And it stinks. So she'll can goodbye, let that lay it back now. It's these teeth, I'm breaking them in for the dog, you see. Right, go and lay down. Oh, good girl. Go on. No. She's always talking to that screen, Daddy. Come and talk to me. Turn eating that a tad this morning. So, going to be a quick stream today. So normally 11 or 9 hours. So quick stream, probably around 6 or 7 hours, I would have thought. You know what my streams are like. They tend to just get a little bit carried away, and one more thing comes in, and then we'll just do one more thing. But yeah, I ordered some more bits off AliExpress from a galaxy far away last night, and I've had a notification that my present, my gift, my thing from Joey Does Tech should be arriving today. What he's kindly sent me. So if that arrives today, yeah, just might see a little excited boy like Christmas Day, like I'm 5-year-old. Going, hey, Joey, send me a present. So we'll see how that goes and what that's like on there. So yes. Mookie 5k more than me. Yikes. Yeah, it was actually, I think it was a bit short of 5k in fairness. But my knee surprisingly is not hurting this morning. So yeah, that's good. And morning, Carthorpe. Power. Morning, Carthorpe. So NEC this weekend for the running show, and I did notice when I was watching my VOD back last night, because I've crushed my vertebrae in my neck in a car accident a few years ago, I tend to stretch my neck a lot. Yeah, I tend to stretch it quite a lot like this. So I look like one of those what are they called, where they stick there like a tortoise coming out of its shell, like a turtle or a tortoise coming out of its shell. So do apologise if I look a bit freaky, but I crushed my vertebrae in a car accident a few years ago, quite a few years ago now, and I didn't realise I was doing it until you watch yourself back. It's probably a bit like hearing your own voice, isn't it? And you don't realise how bad it sounds until you hear it. Anyway, I talk rubbish. Well, digress is probably the nicer way of saying it. We're going to have a look. We've got a HP laptop this morning. So we're going to have a look at this morning. Currently, we do have all the paraphernalia on screen working. We've got microscope, we've got power supply, we've got a thermal camera, we've got that other thing which measures things, what's it called, multimeter, and we've got microscope as well, and we've got everything working. So we're going to try and diagnose this. Anybody on the stream yesterday would have seen the amazing George is wonderful, come in, and he did make an appearance on the stream as well. What a wonderful guy that he is. He would make the most amazing streamer. He's got personality in bucket loads. If I had 1% of his personality and charisma, it would be an amazing thing. He is so full of life. He's just amazing. Anyway, this is his laptop. He did say that it was in his bag. So, what still hurts? I realised the other day that I can now look up again after nearly 2 years. Wow. You don't be doing that when it rains though, Nick. You get water in your eyes. Morning, Soldering Shuru. Yeah, mine's just my neck. It's my vertebra in my neck. I damaged my back when I was really young, probably in my 20s, lifting two heavy things at one of the jobs I got. And then I got crashed into in my 20s as well in a car accident. Spun me around a few times, drunk driver on a roundabout, just T-boned the car. And spun me round and pushed me down the road and whatnot. Anyway, cut long story short, it crushed some vertebrae in the bottom of my neck area. And it's always been a bit stiff neck, and I think I've told this story on about 6-7 years ago now, if not a bit longer, because I was always suffering from this stiff neck. I bought one of those electric massage guns, you know, zoom, zoom, what you put on your neck, try and get rid of this stiff neck because it was particularly hurting me. And fast forward after using it, I used it for about 45-50 minutes. I put it on my neck and then laid on it to try and push it down. A couple of days after that, I got an intense headache, didn't think anything from it. A few days later, woke up at middle of the night, couldn't walk, went to stand up out of bed, kind of fell over, crashed into the wall. Thought, crikey, I must be really tired. Kind of stumbled to toilet, came back, got back into bed, and the next morning got up and went to use, I'm right-handed, but went to use my left hand, and it was just giving it one of these. I couldn't control it. It felt like there was no gravity on my arm. Really weird feeling. And I thought, oh, crikey, must be something wrong. Might have an ear infection or something. My balance had gone, couldn't stand up and everything like that. Rang emergency, and they said, oh, you need to come in. Went straight in. Turned out I'd ruptured the central brain blood feed or something in my neck with this massage gun because of my stiff neck from the accident. It had caused a scab where it actually bleeds inside. That had then broke off and caused me to have a stroke. Yeah, I had a stroke, and then I kind of lost a bit of speech, lost a bit of standing and stuff like that. So my moral of that story is, even if you've got a stiff neck, don't use a massage gun. My dog is wanting attention this morning. I don't know why. Why are you wanting attention? Are you just wanting to come up? Stand up. Stand up. No, she's sat down here with Paul. She said, I'm not going on camera. She's a bit shy. So please don't use one of them on your neck. But anyway, I don't know why I got into that story. I do talk and talk and talk and talk. Oh, dang. Wow. Yeah, don't use massage when you know. So, yeah, 3 months. What type of dog? Soldering, she is a Labradoodle. Stand up. What's this? Stand up. Come on, say hello to everyone. Look, what's up there? What's up there? She's an amazing dog. She needs an haircut. She's still got a winter coat on today. She came for that run last night with me on a trouble. It's a bit like taking an husky. She wants to pull me as we're running because she wants to run really fast and I don't, obviously, for obvious reasons. Boop. So yeah, she's a wonder. She's only 3. She's not very old. Right, get down. Go to bed. Go on. Go and sleep in like a teenager. Oh dear. Oh yeah. Oh, have you posted a video, Shrew? Oh, Shrew, didn't see your video. Sorry. I will have a look. I saw one from Sloth Tech. What Rusty Russ had done. Oh, I'll give you an update on that as well. So he were another one who posted a video last night. So please check out Sloth Tech as well. He posted his first video. I think he was a little bit nervous, but good start. Good start. Do you know soldering, Shrew? It's not a case of being good, it's a case of doing. So don't worry about it. Have a look at my first video. I mean, I've only been doing this 4 months, but have a look at my first video. It is absolutely cringeworthy. I've got stuff on the desk here. I've got it upside down. Cameras aren't right. I'm using a microphone on the camera. Please don't think. And do you know what? 4 months later, it's still no better. I'm still terrible at it. So don't pretend it's how else, but just do it for yourself. He had the wrong heat. Well, any heat in my little orifice this morning would be good. It's freezing. I'm going to shut my door actually because it is really cold. And I need a fighting chance at keeping warm today. My dog can lay behind me. So I will check that out. If you post it on James's Discord, if that's allowed, James, I will have a look at that. It is. It's. They say it's 90 days to make something a habit, but it's a lifetime to make it a skill. So, yeah, just keep plugging away, and your skill level is there. It's just going to change over time, which might get better, which might not, but it's going to change over time. And like I was saying to you yesterday about that circuit board, the more you do, the more experience you gain. The more you can't do, the better experience you gain because you realise what you're doing wrong. So yeah. Anyway, gentlemen. We will have a look at it. Oh, the update on Russ. The update on Russ. Anybody who was joining us yesterday, I was chasing 439 subscribers. I am currently on 432. I was at 434 overnight, just last night. It's dropped down to 432, so I lost a couple overnight. Don't know why. They could be bots, they could be anything. So you never know why they've gone. But anyway, I'm at 432. The amazing Rusty Russ Repairs is at 436. I need 4. Only 4. I need 4 to match Rusty Russ Repairs. I need 5. I need 5 to beat him. No, it isn't soldering. That's 4 and that's 5. So if I get that many, I've definitely beat him. But please, guys, if you do do want to subscribe to Russ and MK as well. I was talking to MK last night. He's done an amazing achievement on getting himself to over 500 and continue to grow. I think you guys have been drinking too early on a Saturday morning. Let me just clarify. 4, 5. Come on. 4, 5. Come on, we all can count 4 and 5. That's how you count. That's how you count. See, I'm sure there's a method in there somewhere. But yeah, so I'm 4 behind Russ, and I need 5 to eclipse him. But Russell come good anyway. Russell come good. Amazing streamer. Anyway, guys, let's crack on with this. I'm gonna turn my heating down a little bit now because it is too warm now. Shut the door, and it will continue to do that. I'm not too sure whether this microphone charged all night last night. So if it cuts out, just give me. Oh, I've got a new command. Can somebody do exclamation board?
PCDD, you little shit.
I know, I've got that. Pico. Has done an amazing, with CPU repair video. Has got over 100k really good video. Wow. 100k. Exclamation board. 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 Is that how you spell board? I don't know. think it's how you spell board. I can't spell. Exclamation board. I have a new one. Is it not? Oh, it's not working, not working, not working, not working. I don't think it does it on this one. I think it only does it. Sorry, just try it now. I think it only does it on this scene. I ain't set it up for all scenes yet. So, excuse me. I think it only does exclamation. Not going to do it, is it? Just not going to do it. James, you do realise there are other channels which are more entertaining than this. Switch off and go do something less boring instead. I was flicking on. James, you do realise. I was on things yesterday, and Hot Cows had clipped it, and I posted it as a short as well. So I modified it, put a bit of background track to it, and I thought that's going to make a brilliant sound clip. Going to make a brilliant sound clip for my soundboard. So I will try and put that on there as well. But even though I set up about 60 of them, I still forgot how to do it. I still forgot how to. Oh, my notification just told me I'd gone live. So I forgot how to do them. So I quickly did it this morning, 3 minutes before stream, which we're a little bit late on there. But anyway, it is a nice little clip as well. And I put it on my TikTok, and I put it on. I put it on as a YouTube short as well. So I will try and get. I'll try and get that working. But you know me with Streambot, it's just not working right anyway. Just not working right. Geez, you program commands per scene. Unfortunately, Mookie, I did. I did, and I used to set them up. I will show you this. And James was mortified when I showed him this. Let me just go to that screen there. PC screen. Oh, brilliant. I don't know why that's doing that now. My microscope is over my screen. I don't know why it's doing it. I think I've got a problem with that scene for whatever reason. Let me see if I can make that a bit smaller. There you go. And then, where did I put that? If you look on here, these are all my things. And I've had to program them per scene. So if you can see, I've had to put them in each individual scene. So there's actually 78 I've programmed individually in there. And when James came the other week, he said to me, because they're all the commands, but James said, why are you putting them like that? Why don't you just put them into one and then just reallocate the nested scene? And I went, I don't know how to do that. So we did it, or he did it for me, should I say, to do that for me. And it's working a treat. But I did that one this morning. I couldn't remember how I'd done it. So it's still not quite right, but I have got that, and I just thought it's a brilliant thing what Cows has done for me. Hot Cows, brilliant. So we will thank. I did give him a credit on this short as well when I posted it, as I do always. But yeah, it was a brilliant one that he managed to. I don't. Even, the other thing I have is I can't hear him. So, like Nick's just done exclamation light. If you do exclamation CMD, exclamation CMD, command CMD, exclamation CMD, it brings a list of them up. I've not added board yet, so you can choose what you want. But I can't hear them either. I do not know why. It is all set up right on OBS, which is sort of over there. Just didn't do it. Just didn't do it for whatever. There you go. CMD. There them all. Just precede it with a exclamation. Oh no is 2 words, and I think there's another one which is 2 words as well. I like it should come up with. I don't know what it comes up with. Again, I can't hear it. I'm not even going to get into why I can't hear it. It just don't play. So right, guys, I am gonna make a start on theirs. Infinite mirror when you do. No, OBS is brilliant when you do that, isn't it? You get in the JFix no display shelf, JFix no picture. Did you get your video done yet, Pitco? Is it Pitco or is it Pico? I get you two confused. Please don't. I'm not that bright. Not on this scene apparently. It should. They're all actually on this scene. They are actually on all, and so if you do. I can trigger, like Pitco, I can trigger more manually. They are actually all on this scene, but for some reason, they are just not working. No idea why. They are actually, every single one is on this scene, because this is when I set them up manually. So they are actually all on this scene. So I can, excuse me, I can do it, but you know what I am, guys. Yeah. So I am like that. So yeah. I honestly don't know why they're not working. OBS and Streamlabs and everything else. I think when I was setting it up, because I've set it up so bit by bit, it's just kind of mashed together. What video? Well, is it Pitco or is it Pico? Because you're both similar to me. I really do apologise. One of you starting streaming. I think it was Pico. James will know because I'm a bit dim. I'm like that 1 watt bulb. Just looks like it's on, but from a distance, it just looks like it's on. It's not really illuminating anything. That's me all over. Anyway, Pico. The other is Pico. I know, I get you confused. I get you confused. So forget about your video. If it ain't Mookie, you are darn right. If it ain't hardware, I'm not interested. It ain't hardware. I ain't got a clue. I ain't even got a clue with hardware. Anyway, let's get on with this, gents. We did this one yesterday. We should now have turn my power supply on. And really annoyingly, you can only turn power supply on here. Minimise that and bring that window back up. Bring that window back up, just trying to get everything organised. So we will turn my power supply, and we should now have in the top left-hand corner, for your viewing pleasure, we should have the power supply. So we can see, do I see RAM? You do see RAM, there is RAM in here. Is the centre pin resisting? The centre pin is fine. It's the story behind this. He brought this in because he said he had spilt water on it. But when we quickly, and it was a very quick look yesterday on stream because it was the very end of the stream. Everything's lopsided this morning. I must have moved my camera. That's a bit better. Get my camera lined up straight again. Turn that. Just going to throw all my cameras off. Yeah, like I said, it's going to throw all my camera. I've stuck my camera down this morning. When I looked at it yesterday, the only bit of water ingress I could see was literally that there. Can you just see it on that screw? That is it. That is it. That's the only bit of liquid ingress I could see on the entire thing. So if we do stick our little magic box on which emulates different manufacturers' chargers, so we can emulate a, if you see HP, Dell or Lenovo, if we emulate the HP one at, I think that's probably about 130 watts, is that? There is a way of figuring it out. I'm just not clever enough, so we won't go anywhere near that thing. But if we emulate the HP pin charger, so it thinks it's got a genuine HP charger in it when I find the other end of here. My laptop keyboard needs replacing due to T-spill. We did that coffee one the other day, Nick. I don't know if you've seen the coffee one where the guy literally spilled a full cup of coffee on there. When we picked it up, it leaked coffee. We got away without a keyboard in that. Remarkably, could not believe it myself. The only thing he had done is damage his hard drive. Obviously, just give it a wipe, fix. Yeah, done. It's you lick your finger, you wipe it off, done. Unfortunately, it's a little bit more than that, Pitco. A little bit more. RAM, wealthy man. Dan, if I, I've got my retirement fund here, Dan. Funny you should mention that. I had another customer give me a load yesterday. And that is my retirement fund. That is on my, and we have DDR5 in here as well, if we can see. So we've got quite a lot there. I'm not planning on having a pension. I'm just planning on cashing the RAM in. That's where I'm going with that. So that's where we're going. I had 8 of them or something silly, and I threw the rest. Well, and I sold them. I sold all others a lot of years ago for about 40 quid for a lot. So yeah, most likely water damage on the other. Yeah, it might be, but he didn't say it went on the keyboard on this, James. The liquid came in from underneath because it was in a bag. So I don't think. I mean, we will get it under microscope, but I'll show you what it's doing on camera, just so we're all kind of starting off on the same thing. You did do that. Ooh. I'm sure there'll be somebody who can do it for you, or you might be able to do it yourself, Nick. I don't know, but Yes. If you're interested in making a stream with it, depending on what keyboard it is, I'm sure one of the brilliant streamers might do it on air for you. If you wanted to send it off, I don't know where you are in the country, or whether you are in the, I think you are in the UK because I've mentioned that. Lots of nice gold edge ramps. Ooh, lovely. Keyboards can dry out. Put it over a radiator cup. Depends whether it's got milk and sugar in it. That's the big decider if you're spilling a hot drink on it. I always find. But only see gold. Gold. We are gold. Anyway, let's plug this in before I do start my terrible singing yet again. I'm going to plug this in at the side just there. So we'll get this in. Keep an eye on the top right-hand corner. I will turn my other power supply on, but we're really concentrating up here. So we've got a little bit of current draw, but it sits at 0.6. I haven't got a battery in, by the way. I have taken the battery out. So that is a lot of current for no action, which is that. So we'll press power, does not respond to a power button. Now it could just be, turn that off, it could just be a faulty power button if it has got in the keyboard or something like this. Could just be that. Don't think it is because we've got a static current at that. So I think as a first protocol, we'll whip the hard drive out, we'll whip the RAM out, we will then get the thermal camera on it, and we'll with the microscope, and we'll just give it a visual inspection as well, just to see if we can identify anything which is just not looking too well. Just not oh gosh, just what not look. Oh, I can't even speak this morning. Wow. I am going to try and calm it down. I do tend to run away with my words. I get a little bit giddy and excited. I'm like a 5-year-old sometimes. Not 65, just at 60 years off me. I do get a little bit excited. So I'm going to put those very precious RAM sticks. This is, if you're wondering what this RAM is, it's the thing what makes computers work. It's 4GB PC4. So yeah, it's only got 8GB PC4, so not latest one, but it's adequate. And we have a, don't even know what size SSD this is. Can't even see. It's got a sticker on it. 512GB WD DRAMless SSD. So yeah, not bad. It'll get it out of bed. Only G and insert keys. Oh, that's all right then. They usually go in sections. Because obviously, way keyboards, if you know this, Nick, I don't know if you know. So it's unusual if you've got two keys opposite like that from both to go. So that's probably where rather than T. Because if it goes, there'll be a group of keys generally located together on a track, pin, pad, whatever you want to call it. So this is only personal experience here. Somebody might correct me in chat. I usually find they could be like 4 keys, 5 keys, 6 keys, and they're broken up into kind of sectional. When I see it. So if one key goes, it normally affects others unless there's physical damage to the pad underneath or something. But again, it might depend on what type of keyboard is fitted to the laptop. I'm only talking low-end keyboards. Here's what's, ooh, milky. No, not short on sugar, but it was surprised all the keys worked. Most don't. It really does depend as well, how long it is and how quick you tip it up, and if you tip it right way, and whether there's a lot of other deciding factors. But if it gets between the membranes, because keyboards are kind of sandwiched together, you know, you get your keys, you get your membrane, you get your other bits and everything else. So if you get between those two, where the carbon contacts kind of connect, it's usually game over. You can't do anything with it. It's matrixed. Okay. Okie dokie. But again, I'm sure when the time comes and you need it doing, if you can't do it yourself because you're just a viewer and not a doer, which is no wrong in that, you can. I've just made a say no. If you're a viewer and not a doer, there we go. I'm sure somebody, one of our amazing creators, will take care of you and look after you. And you just need to reach out. Right, let's get this under the microscope and see what is what. I'm just going to move my cappuccino coffee this morning. I have wires all over. I need to get this sorted with a matter of urgency. Let me unplug that and those. I have ordered the bits to get this sorted. I just haven't got it done as yet. So let's stick microscope on. So we get a little bit of illumination on the nation. There you go. Don't want too much on because it will give us a washed out image. Right, so if we look on here, the only bit of water ingress damage, whatever you want to call it, I could see was just my microscope lined up so I can see it. Get on there. There we go. The only bit I could see. Yeah, liquid on this one didn't. On yours, did it, Mookie? All right. Yeah, keep it. Just try and keep it away from the important thing to do as soon as you get any liquid on anything like that is take every power source away, whether that's the DC charge of the battery and also if it's got a CMOS battery, which not all laptops do now. But yeah, not so lucky with his phone that he knocked into a lake wind. Oh, Lake Windermere! Oh no! Did it actually disappear that to the bottom? I have seen that before. Where it has. So the only bit I can see on here, let me get my poking stick. There was a little bit, I have wiped it off now, there was a little bit round here, which seems to have disappeared to some degree, and I couldn't really see anything else. Everything else looks really clean. Now, I did notice when I was looking before, they seem to be, but I don't think that's anything. I don't think that's anything at all. So I would say that that is... I think this is just going to be one we'll just see if anything's illuminating on thermal camera, but we'll give it an inspection
PCDD, you little shit.
Oh, that one's working. Morning, Andy. Good morning, good morning, good morning, Andy. The slushy king is in. I love my slushies. I love those slushies, those milkshakes. Those slushies. I still haven't turned StreamBot off. Sorry, Andy. Still haven't turned StreamBot off when Andy comes into chat. He says that. Sorry, Andy. Oh dear. I've had 4 slushies. Well, you're going to do a monster slushy this morning for his stream later on. He's got 4 controllers and he's waiting for some parts, something else, guys. If you wanna jump on with Andy, but he's going to do a monster slushy. We were discussing his slushy machine that he's bought, and he was saying the stuff he could do, and I presume it's a slush pupping machine, but you can just put normal pop in there, normal carbonated drinks. So we're saying he's going to do a monster one, you know, like the Monster Energy drinks this morning. And ooh, where did that go? No, I'll blow it off. And I said, can you do milkshakes? And apparently you can do milkshakes as well, which that would be my downfall. If I got one of those within a month owning it, I'd be up to 15 stone. I just wouldn't be able to walk. I'd be like a barrel. Yeah, it'd be no good at all. I'd just be having milkshakes morning, noon, and night, which yeah, it would be no good. And I'm sure Nutrition Nick, who popped into chat earlier, would be saying, shouldn't be doing that, have some protein. That's my downfall. I don't have any protein. Just to take the EDP out and see what's what. I cannot see any damage on here. Also, gone from projectors to slushy machines. He's moved on. He's moved on. Never stand still. Always move forward. He was saying, we were then discussing alcoholic beverages, and obviously you can do it if you don't put too much alcohol in it, which doesn't affect me because I don't drink. But there were some nice suggestions last night on what it could be. But the one I am interested in trying, and I can't remember who put it in chat. I think it was. No, I can't remember. I can see his picture, his little icon. But it was Iron Brew with a couple of teaspoons of instant coffee in it. And apparently, if you do that, it tastes exactly like. And the words were exactly like. A few people commented on this and said, "Yeah, I've tried this, and it does exactly like Guinness." So a can of Iron Brew with a couple of tablespoons of instant coffee, and I'm going to try this. And it tastes like Guinness. Not that I particularly like Guinness. I'm just interested in see if it does or not. So, right, there's nothing on there. Chill, morning Chill. It was on Chill. It were on Chill and Relax's stream last night. Actually, they were discussing that. I'm discussing this slushy machine. But I had to jump off because I had been for my run and I was a little bit. I needed a shower and food. I was a little bit hungry. Right, so I'm just going to put my power supply back on. And we'll see if there's anything illuminating around there, that's the one I'm looking for, around the board. So we'll turn it on. We know it's pulling constant current, and we will see if there's anything Right, so we can see power supply on there now. Get this power adapter plugged in. It's not switched on at the moment, so we shouldn't have anything registering on there. If there's anybody in chat as well, do check out Chill and Relax. He streams often and he does a variety of all different things. If you have to, in the name, Chill and Relax, something just to kind of watch, chill out and watch, brilliant, really good. He's on, I think, 163 subscribers, deserves a lot more than that. So please check out Chill and Relax as well. Really good. Right, guys, I'm just going to power it up, so we'll give it a little bit of juice. We can see it's still pulling constant current, and we're going to keep an eye out on this thermal camera just to the right and just see if anything's getting warm. I'm actually looking at the same camera as you. There is a heat spot here. Can we see a heat spot just coming up under here? Which is where I just saw. I'm going to flick that off, and I'm going to get the other thermal camera booted up because I think that's a bit more of a localized area now. We can identify it with that one. Just I can't zoom in with the one on the microscope, but that's definitely a heat spot. So this might be easy pizza. This might be something. This might be an IC, might need clean, but we'll investigate with the other thermal camera. If anyone wants to know what this thermal camera I've got fitted, it is a Thermal Master P1. Brilliant thermal camera for the price. About 120, under 240 poundish, depending when you buy it, how it is. But if you check my description, there's a link for a 10% discount on all the Thermal Master range. So just not this camera, anything you buy from Thermal Master, there's a 10% discount. So even if you're looking at a P2, P3, one of the Thor cameras, even one of the outdoor hunting cameras, you can get a 10% discount on it. Right, so we're going to flick that back onto all. And this one I need my cable sorting out because I'm moving the microscope and it pulls my power supply over. And we will flick onto that thermal camera there, and I will just turn this one on. This is the handheld one that I also use, which has decided not to work. Brilliant. There we go. So we're looking down here. We can see bottom left-hand corner where we're looking roughly, and right-hand side now is that thermal camera. So we'll do the same thing. We'll turn this on. We'll focus around where it was. So we can see there is a heat spot there, 106 degrees. I'm going to turn that off instantly because we do not like 106 degrees. That is not good. I'm going to see if I can identify it. Right, down there. I know roughly where it is. We can see with that. Do you know what, guys? This might be a very easy pizza. We'll get some IPA and give it a drink and see what is doing it. But we might have an easy pizza. Oh, can you see what I can see? Do you see what I see? We can see that, can't we? I'm not even going to put any, yep, that's the chip, all right. I'm not even going to put any IPA on that, I don't think there's any point. We can see what it is. Just move the power supply out of the way and the thermal camera. And then we will, oh. But I think, is that a QQFPF? I don't know what that chip is, but it's clearly got a hole in it. It's not very well, is it? I mean, it's not a Polo, so it shouldn't have an hole in it. Oh dear. Boom, boom, shakalaka, boom. It's gone pop, 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 pop. Just looking for the weasel. Yeah, definitely not very well. And you can actually see some others where it's corroded around here. So he's obviously had a little bit of oh yeah, carbonized as well. I'm hoping, this is only a plastic spudge of this. You can see how delicate this is. It's definitely gone, but 160 degrees, you would expect it. It's barbecue, isn't it? You could cook at that temperature. So what I am going to do is I'm going to get that off straight away, because I think this might be for the USB-C port. He's not giving me a charger, so if he was powering via USB-C, I'm just wondering whether this is something to do with USB-C, because that's where it is. But it needs coming off. I know it's for. Oh no! Do you know what? I think this is the power. Is that the power supply for the RAM? Power supply for RAM could be here. Yeah, I do think it might be USB-C. I'm going to take it off anyway, because I don't think there's any point leaving it on if it's in that state. I'm still looking for my tools. Where's my little toothbrush? I need that out this morning, and my toothbrush is there. So we'll just give that a clean up. You can actually see the innards of the chip on that, which is never good. Yeah, R.I.P. chip. It's seen better days. We'll sing it a song. We'll give it a good burial, and we'll see where we go. Let's get some hot air. I've ordered some more tweezers on AliExpress as well, because I was looking yesterday, could not find a unbent pair of tweezers. All my tweezers are now abused. That is about the closest I can get to unbent. You can still see they're not brilliant on the end. So I'm going to try the little trick of bend them one way, bend them the other, and see if they will realign. But I very much doubt that they will. So we'll bend them one way, and we'll bend them the other, and hopefully it'll realign them a little bit to be able to grab things. But I bought some tweezers last night. I spent like £50 on tweezers. Could not believe it. So they're a little bit better, as we can see now. A little bit better. Just bend them one way, bend them other, and they kind of realign a little bit. But yeah, couldn't believe it. I needed more, and yeah, it was not good. So we're going to bang a bit of temp on it. I don't want it off pretty quick. I'm going to take it off without taking the board out, but what I will do is protect my RAM sticks, which are sitting right next to it. So we'll put that there just to try and deflect some of the hot air away from where I am going, and do that. Is that the 3.3 LDO power supply? Oh, yeah, mine are cooked. Where are you getting a replacement chip from, James? Zero download. James does have all my donor boards. Yeah. Fortunately, I still have a few donor boards, but I'm not too sure whether I will have a suitable donor for this. Oh, you've sent me a link. Thank you. Is it on WhatsApp, James? James is brilliant. It's better than... Let me just click on this. Come on, unlock on there. Oh, is that all they are? Oh, they are. I will have a quick look, but if that's all they are, I might need... Oh, and that's for £5. £5! Yeah, thank you very much, James. We'll get this off, because that's got a big hole in it. And we will see what is what with that. But we can see... I might zoom in a bit, because it'll give us a bit better indication of what the pads underneath are like. But we can see it's got a hole in it. It shouldn't look like that. And not very well. So we'll get some air on it. I'm going to run at that temp. So I don't want to damage that bit of board, so we'll blow away from there. I'm not going to give it too much air, because I don't want to melt the plastic underneath. I'm not bothered if this chip gets damaged, because obviously it's got a great big hole in it. So it's just going to be a case of getting it off sooner rather than later. There we go. We're off. So we'll put the chip to one side, and we'll put that back up there. Just let that cool a second, and we will get a dry end of a cotton bud. Good news is all those pads there do link together. So even if we had a broken or a burnt through, I'll give it a clean, and then we'll give it an inspect just to make sure there's no issues with any tracks underneath it. And what I want to do is just check this capacitor out as well, which is near it, because that doesn't look that healthy either. You can see it's discoloured a little bit on here, so it's got a discolorization, but all of them are together. and whatnot. So that one don't particularly look brilliant either. I've seen that's in there. Let's get rid of the shield. Okay, Oakley. Get onto local and get onto ohms. Just check resistance, make sure if that is a ground pad, it's going to ground, but I very much doubt whether that is a ground pad. So pick a ground, and we'll just check that against, because if it is, it could be that cap near it. Right, so it's open line, oh no, 50 ohms, so that's definitely not ground, which means that chip, that cap there should be fine, because it's all on the same circuit. So I would imagine that's ground. So that's the ground pad there, which is that pin just there. And that'll just a resistor. So I'm just wondering if that may have caused any other issues. Yeah, they both do look a little bit discoloured. Both those. I think you're right on that, Nick. I mean, that's that one there and that one there do look a bit discoloured. They are measuring, or they seem to be measuring okay. I mean, they're in circuit, so you can't really tell to that degree, but they're clearly not shorted. As we can see, we've got enough ohmage there, and if they were shorted, they'd be coming through. So we've got meg ohms on that one. That one there is obviously not a cap. And again, I won't be able to tell because there's two in parallel there. Oh no, it's going to the other side of cap. So yeah, so that's reading plenty of ohms as well. So I'm looking at, just whilst we are here. James is awesome, yeah. Blimey, you don't have a narrow nozzle on your air then. I have got a narrow nozzle on it. That's actually one of the... I've got one nozzle smaller than that. I only use the standard 3. I've got some others, but I only use them 3. I don't mind. Honestly, guys, this chip, I don't think you can see. It is a tiny one. It's not... I mean, obviously when I'm zoomed in, but that's the size of the chip. What we've just removed. So it's not a big thing at all, Mookie. It is one of the smaller ones, probably what's that, 2mm square, something like that. And there is a lot of pads underneath, as you would expect. That's the chip there. So you can clearly see from that. It's blowing the corner off on the corner. On there. Huge, it's a whopper. There you go, PCD. You should be referring to JFix IC database when looking up ICs. No, wait, I forgot you can go. Life Innovation called James in chat. Yeah, we don't need AI, we just need that. In fairness, I've seen James mention the IC database loads of times. If you've not seen it, check his streams out, guys. If you don't know James is, please Google JFix. But that's after you've hit my subscribe, because I am chasing today, and I'm going to keep on bleat on about this, because I had set my target on matching Rusty Russ Repairs by end of the month. Rusty Russ Repairs is on 436 subs. I'm on 433. I need 3 more to match him before the end of this stream. So if there is anybody who sat there, I would love a subscription. You don't have to pay, it's completely free, just hit the sub, because I am trying to match Rusty Russ Repairs. Friendly thing, please subscribe to Russ as well. He's an amazing, amazing creator, so I'm not taking anything away from Russ, but that's where I am trying to achieve. And I'd set my target that end of January personally. Just a bit of friendly rivalry, 334. So whoever that was, thank you so much. Doesn't appear on my OBS. I'm really sorry, so I can't see what it is because my OBS is broke. But thank you, whoever that was. But I am chasing that, so thank you so much. Right, so if that's the LDO, the laptop's not going to power on, is it? I'm right in thinking that. But we will just put power in just to see if our short has disappeared. And I will then have a quick look just to see if I have got one of these chips in. I won't. I'll have a brand new one in my box. I keep all my brand new chips on donor boards. That's where I keep them all. Like a lot of technicians do, we keep them there. So we're just going to power up. We'll keep an eye on the power up here and just see if the short has gone. Yep, that's powering. Not pulling any current at all now. OBS is, I don't know if it's OBS or Streambot. It's clearly one of them. When James spent 2 hours or so on, oh, thank you so much. We have Caretaker just subscribed. Thank you so much. That one did come through. I don't know if there's just a big delay. There might be just a big delay, several minutes delay. So thank you so much for that subscription. Very, very much appreciated. I'm only 2 subscriptions away from Rusty Russ Repairs. I would love to grab 2 more subscriptions during this stream. Actually, I'd love, as we were saying earlier, I'd love to get 3 subscriptions, 3 more subscriptions, only 3 subscriptions away from being Rusty Russ. But we all know where that is. So they do look like they're coming through. They're just coming through a little bit delayed. So thank you. So we don't have a short anymore, gentlemen. Short has disappeared. We've not got any current draw, and I'm just going to test the whatchamacallit on there just to have a look, and we'll go on here, and we will. Can't see without my microscope, because I'm blind as a bat. So we'll get the microscope back down. I'm looking here. So we've not got a short. We'll just find a ground and we'll stick. So I've got 19 volts coming in there. I know it's backwards because I've got my probes backwards, but we've got 19 volts. So it's actually on 19 volt power rail, which that side had come down. So it stays a bit loose there, but it looks like it's been re-established, the power rail. And that should be good. I'm going to test around here because I'm thinking it is that chip what's gone, but I just want to test around here, just make sure I've got no other shorts to ground. PCDD, you still alive? I am still alive, barely, Sans, barely, but still alive for the time being. Thank you. After my very quick stream yesterday, which we also didn't turn out into it being a quick stream, so which were 9 hours, and today's going to be a quick stream as well, so you know, maybe 7 hours today. I just want to make sure we've got no other shorts to ground. So we know that side is ground, we know this pad here is ground. I'm on ground over there, so just want to make sure nothing else is going to ground, which has caused it to short, which has caused it to draw more current, which has caused it to go pop. So we've got mega ohms there. This is on the inductor, so we've got, that's low ohmage there. Oh, that's better. Mega ohms. There we go. Might have just been way over. So we've got good ones there. We've got resistor here on that pad, which is good. I would imagine that's probably, yeah, that's ground that side. See, so we've got another ground pin there. This one shouldn't be. No, overload, so open line. That's ground as well. So this side, we've already tested this one here, so we're good on that. So I don't think we've got any other shorts coming on there. So I think the culprit was probably just that chip not being very well. It's powered off. It is powered off. I unplugged it. I unplugged the. Oh, did I not have you on the right screen? I unplugged the power cable. So yes. Yes, I am still live after my run yesterday, Sans. Thank you. It was only a short run after the stream, in fairness, yesterday, so it wasn't too bad. James, if you're in chat, on your magical database, I don't know how to access James's database, by the way. I don't know if it's a paid service or a free service. I do need to speak to him because it would be something I would be very much interested in gaining access to and seeing if I can contribute to as well, because the more of us which contribute it, I don't know if you're aware what James is doing. He's created a database. Every time he comes across an IC which isn't listed on there, he's got a big, very pretty database, and he takes high resolution photos of it. He tries to upload board diagrams, schematics, and he finds auto equivalents. He does everything. It's like you just put it in and you don't know what it is, and it'll just spit it all out and tell you. What an enormous task. And it'd be like painting Forth Road Bridge. He'll never get to the bottom of it. But just to commit to doing something like that, and he features it on quite a few of his videos, and it's a tool which anybody in the trade would find invaluable. Everything, just click that. Oh, I can't click it. Can I click it on here? Where's my mouse gone? There we go. Are you sure you want to leave YouTube? Well, I won't be clicking on it. Can I copy current address? Let's just have a look at this database, what James has done. James, are you okay with me showing it on stream, or would you rather keep that off stream? I've done that and all it's done is pro. I'm like, yeah. Go to site, there we go. Bring this back up, which is there. I know James has shown it on stream. I just don't want to show it on stream without his say-so. So if James is all right, I'll just quickly give you an idea of what this is and the power and everything on this this database. And this is all down to JFix and James. It's just an amazing database, searchable and everything on here. I will just, I won't show you just yet until either James says yes or no on it, but if he does, I'll just quickly show you what it is, because it is such an amazing tool. Right, where did I put that chip, which I've just took out? No idea where I put it. I'm sure I just put it somewhere safe so I won't lose it, and I've gone and lost it. But it's okay, because I have a link on my phone. So I'll see if I've got another one on a donor board on here. Well, that's why I'm not on live chat. Yep, sure. Right. So this thing here, sorry, I weren't on live chat, that's why I weren't doing it. This thing here, no, not that one, not that one. Where's it gone? Oh, it's that one there, that's why. Dope. Stick that one back over there. And stick that one there. There we go. So this here is James's database, JFix's database. If you're not sure what this is, this is a usable database that he's done and created, and it's just immense. He does feature this on his streams as well, so check out James's streams, JFix's streams, if you don't know who he is, but I'm sure everyone will, because he's such an amazing creator. Save to bookmarks. So you can see there's a lot of stuff on here, so I'll just pick one at random just to show you. So if we look at this, which is this controller here, and we click on it, I've not used this before, so I don't know whether I'm clicking on right spaces or not, but he's loaded things like, he's gone to the trouble of finding the data sheets. These just don't magically appear. He's had to search for this and upload the data sheets. So you can see the data sheet. It tells you what type of whatever it is. It tells us, like this one's got a main chip marking. So if it was wrote on the chip, you could find it, and it would also tell you equivalents, I believe. So if we double click, I don't know why my open isn't opening. So we can open the function here. This is, I will stress, guys, this is the first time I'm using it, and he's even gone to the hassle of finding the pictures of the chips as well. So the beauty about this is he will have links to links to schematics on here, that one there. He will have links to schematics and other bits like here. So like this one here, which has got that chip number on here, package size, sorry, and a chip number there. He's also got other example markings. So it just might have that on the chip, and you go, well, what's that from? Well, look on James's database and just put that in, and it'll link to the actual proper part, so you can order it. Because you can't order it from this number here, the XGQB, but that might be what wrote on the chip. And then again, he's gone to the trouble of putting actual physical pictures on it, saying, well, if your chip looks like that, it's really not that, it's really this. So you can order it. Now, James has done this. I bleat on about James, and everyone thinks I've got a man crush. I just think he deserves so much respect and recognition for the effort he puts in with all the streamers, all the community, and things like this as well. And he's just done this. This is going to be an invaluable tool. And I know he says it's going to be free forever, which is a beautiful ethos, but the time and truffle and effort he's putting into here, when this gets to a size, this is worth its weight in gold. Because when the other example markings are filled in, and you've just got that wrote on a board, and you've got EZ equals 9A, which we've all seen on different components, and you just go, I haven't got a clue what that is. You go to James' database, put that in, you go, oh, it's one of them, I can now order chip and replace it. I've now completed my job, I've repaired laptop, I've done whatever, and it's done. guys, just show James some love. Find one of his videos, put a like on it, hit him on subscribe. Just show him a little bit of recognition and love on it. It's an amazing tool. Anyway, I just need to get my screen set back up to where I were, because if I don't, I cannot see it. And that goes there. Oh, you stupid thing. That one goes there, and that one clicks there. So, gents, right, so that's where we are. Yeah, it is amazing. Really, really is amazing. Done a cracking job, and he doesn't need to. That's the big thing. He doesn't need to. He does it. He does it. So anyway, where are we? We're going to have a look to see if I've got one of these blown ICs just on one of my quick sample boards on the 3.3 LDO. Because if I have, we'll whip it off, put it in, and then we can do that. Is it a QFN 20 pin? I have no idea, Zola. I don't know where I've put it. Oh, it's here. I have. I just found it. I realised where it is. 16. 16. By the looks of it, 4 4s. 16 down there. So I'm going to have a look, see if I have got that on there. Right, let me just shift that to one side. I've only got a few donor boards now because I don't have room, so I tend to just get stuff in and out of the way. It's not going to be on a Mac board, so there's no point looking. And even if it was, Apple would go, oh, we're not going to tell you what chip it is anyway. Get some of my donor boards out. And we will have a quick look. I've probably not got like for like, but I'm hoping it might be a more common part across multiple laptops. And if that's the case, we will see if we have one. I've got a beautiful, beautiful motherboard here, which won't work. We have several. We've got another beautiful, beautiful motherboard here, and yet another beautiful motherboard here. So we've got plenty of beautiful motherboards. We've got quite a few Mac boards. It's definitely not going to be on Mac. Got a really nice graphics card here as well. I think that was a 4070. I can't remember what that was now. I can't remember. And does everybody remember? Oh my gosh. We have a subscriber. Thank you very much for Slasher24179 on, I think that was a Twitch one. I think that was Twitch. So thank you so much. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the viewer on Twitch. I think my thing is delayed a little bit, so you might have done that 10 minutes ago, and I've only just seen it. But thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I usually leave a donation if I find a free tool, usually, etc. It saves time and money. Yeah, guys, I think that's a good thing. The guys who do these free tools, just remember, they're doing it in the spare time and they're putting a lot of effort into it. So some of them do deserve the recognition of what it is. Right, I haven't got one. Oh, that might be one down there, because that's the thing down there. So let's just get a microscope and let me just quickly have a look, see what that is. Let's just focus. No, too many legs. They're going to be too many. I'm sure there's a better way of doing this rather than me just blindly looking over the board. But I haven't got that many boards to blindly look over, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. Let's find the 3.3 power rail on here. Which will be there, and I don't think there's anything on this one. What's that one there? Find out where it is on here. Is it just me who can't figure out where stuff is? No, that's a different one again. There's one there. What's that one? No, wrong packet size anyway. Yeah, no, nothing on that. I will get through these as quick as I possibly can. I'm just looking to see if there's anything with right packet size, but it's a bit difficult with my naked eye to see some of these tiny ickle things. Chance of us having one is pretty slim anyway, so I think I'm probably going to have to order anyway. No, they're not them. And nothing on that side. PCDD JFix is looking for motherboards to create something. Yeah, I think James has got quite a lot of. I've probably donated. I would say probably around 35 or so to James many months ago. He's probably still digging through them. I know he's repurposed some of them anyway, but I needed to have quite a big clear out and get rid of quite a lot of stuff for different reasons. And James quite happily helped me find new homes for them. That's probably the best way I can put it. On here, where's my thumb? Wrong packet size, and that one again has not got any. So we've only got 2 more motherboards after here, so it's not likely to be on this one. I wouldn't have thought. That's charging IC. No, that's not actually. That might be 3.3 coming down to there. That's not any of the chips. Packet size is wrong on these, so it's not going to be one of those packet size ones. I keep saying that like I know what I'm on about. If I repeat it enough and sound with enough confidence, I've got a nice big burn mark on this board where something went pop. Gaming laptops are like this. Might. No. Not on that one. Not looking good, gents. Not looking good, chat. Aha, what's that one? Oh, too many legs. Wrong packet size. There we go. Keep saying it. Just keep repeating. Wrong packet size, wrong packet size, wrong packet size. Too many legs, wrong packet size. I'm not looking at chat because chat will be just going, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're doing it wrong. I know I'm doing it wrong. I know I'm doing it wrong. I'm an idiot. You're an idiot. I'm an idiot. We've got a board here. This was, unfortunately, one which bit the dust the other day. And what's that one there? That is on the right correct rail. Find my thumb on this picture and see what that one is. Might mean we are ordering one of these, which... No, wrong packet size again. So I might need to order one of these. I don't think we're going to be able to find a suitable... Yeah, things up it. And yeah, that's a 3-volt up there. So why... Yeah. The problem is, I've got to order off AliExpress. They just take a long time to arrive, don't they? That's the big issue. So I've exhausted the boards that I have. Ooh, that one looks promising because that looks to be maybe no, completely wrong. I do not have anything which will oh, where's that one there? Right, we've got right packet size. I wonder if that's compatible. HDOE. I wonder if that's a compatible. There's 2 of them. I wonder if they're compatible. I doubt it because they're at wrong circuit completely. But they're only things which I've got in the same form factor. Would anyone know? HDOE? Is that compatible with what we're looking for? Don't know. Don't know. Put it in. Put it in the database. Good point. I've come off that database. That's a good point. I've just been saying how good this database is. Let's go to history. JFix's database. No, can't use it. Oh, there we go. I don't need to put it in database. I've got a James. Do you know what we need to do? We need to get rid of Siri and Google. And instead of saying, hey Siri, hey Google, hey Alexa, we go, hey James. He doesn't have those in there. All right. That is actually on the board, but it's, even though they're the same packet size, we all know they might have different legs and whatnot. And I think rather risking it going pop, I would rather making sure it is in there. So let me just put these, because I won't be able to move in my office. I know this is a bit noisy, gentlemen, but and lady, but we will see. Ooh, we will. My ears, my ears, my ears. Right. Get them tied in and put them there. So that one I can't do anything else with because we can see that it is not very well. So all I'm going to do is tape, a little bit of tape, get that. I need to speak to the customer and have a chat with him. I'm going to grab a tub for the screws, which is here. But the good news is there's a very strong likelihood if we get one of them chips and get it ordered and put it in that it will or should work. So get the customer's details. I will need to ring him. I'm not obviously going to do that on stream. Yep, that's him. So I will give him a tinkle. Once we're finished, I have got somebody else to ring as well. So we're going to move on to the Chromebook, which is, I'm hoping we have a bit better result with this, because this is coming in, this Chromebook, there's no power. But we did try it yesterday, and yeah, it weren't amazing with the way it was actually operating, or not operating, should I say. It was pulling, that's where my USB meter went. Looking for that yesterday. So just trying to find my USB-C power cable for this, which sits in this other box up here. Got that. So this one came in with no power. And yeah, and it's not very well. Ouch. So we are going to look at this one. We will get this rigged up to our power supply so we can see what's what and where we are going. But the good thing is we don't need that big thing. So we're going to use this pass-through tool yet again, as we can see on here. But rather than putting it on HP or Dell, we're going to leave it on 0 because we're going to use USB-C, because USB-C plugs in at the bottom, and all these become irrelevant because we're just using it as a pass-through now for current. We'll plug that in the bottom. What should happen is when we turn this on, we've got another USB power meter, and the reason why we have two is because the power meter up here will tell us the output of the main power supply, so it's not a problem. This will tell us the input to the unit and the current draw, which is still 19.5 volts, but this will tell us the negotiated voltage of the laptop. So that's why I'm going to be using, I know it's a bit complicated with 3, but that's why we've got this one in line, so we can see if the PD controller and BQ chip are doing what they should be doing, which is requesting higher voltages on here. So this one came in yesterday for no power. It has got 2 USBs on here. We did check these on camera yesterday, but we'll give these another shot just to see what is happening. Ooh, whoever that was who just hit the like button, thank you so much. Didn't see who it was, but thank you whoever that was just there, guys. So we'll get that on there. So microscope, just to see where we are. So if we get this off the edge of the desk so we can see down here as well. We'll get some light on it. See if we can find a nice little focal length so we can see, and we'll have a look inside the ports if we can. Just zoom out a little because we are zoomed all the way in. We don't want that. You zoom out. There we go. So USB-C ports. Can't really see any damage on that. Let's turn the light up a bit. I'll spin it round just so we can see bottom half at port. Yeah, port looks fine to me. Can't see any damage on that port. I'll just do the same one whilst I've got it all positioned. This is just other side of the board. Again, that port looks fine. Can't really see any damage on it. Same port just from the top. Just make sure there's no damage. Ooh. Ooh. That don't look as good, does it? Zoom down. And see if we can get this balanced so we can see. None of them are shorting, it just looks a bit more used, that one. Get a bit of light down there. Put my torch on as well. See if we can get this balanced, and then we'll see if we can get a bit of extra illumination down it. Difficult to get these lined up, but I think that looks... There's definitely nothing bent or shorted. It looks used, but it's not whatchamacallit. Turn my torch off. It's not anything too badly damaged. And I only need 2 more subs, James. I know. I'm 2 subs away from my my target. And I know I keep saying it in chat. If anybody is sat in chat who hasn't subbed, please consider subbing. Right, so let's put this on here. I have spoken to Russ, in fairness. I've spoken to MK as well, and both are fine with how we're doing things. So they're both brilliant guys. Brilliant guys.
PCDD, you little shit.
Morning, Sergio. Good morning. You join us just as we are going to plug a Chromebook in, a Samsung Chromebook. We've just checked the USB-C ports on here. And the ports, one looks a bit used, but they both look fully intact with no shorts or bent pins. So that's good. This was coming in with no power. I did plug it in quickly yesterday on stream, just to see if there was any things, and all I could detect yesterday was it wasn't negotiating up anything other than 5 volts. So I've got these separate testers, and forget what it says up here. This will tell us a bit of current draw, but obviously that's the output voltage of the power supply rather than anything else. So let's plug in. I'll zoom down so we can all see where we are going. So I'll try and get them all in shot. So meter will tell us. I'll plug it into this side and see what's what. So what we'll do is plug that in first, because this might be a lot easier. So we'll plug in now, turn it off. Right, so we're all connected. I'm just going to turn the power supply on, and we should see what this comes up. So it's negotiating 5 volts. Can you see that? Yeah. And it's not going up any higher. We have got a bit of current draw. So 2.93 amps at 5 volts. So that's pulling. And it did this yesterday. Both ports are reading exactly the same. So it's pulling just short of 3 amps at 5 volts, but it's not negotiating any higher than 5 volts. So I'm not really wanting to leave that plugged in anymore. We will disassemble Johnny 5 and we'll see what awaits us inside. So let's grab my screwdriver. I don't know if that's going to be the right one, but we will give it a shot. And let's get these rubber feet out and see where it is. So 3 amps at 5 volts. I generally haven't seen it like that, but if it's pulling 3 amps, I think that's got to be a short on, not the main power rail, because it's not made it to the main power rail at 5 volts, has it? It's got to be maybe a short on the USB, do we think? On the USB side, before it gets to power rail. Because I'm right in thinking the USB goes straight to BQ chip, does it? And then to MOSFETs, and they kind of switch the MOSFETs up or something. I can't visualize it myself, but I don't profess to be an expert on this side of things. That's why I'm on stream learning every day. We'll get the back up. Can't get it in the hole. Release the edges. Pop the cover off. Well, that's a nice looking case. So we've got a daughter board to that one, so it's not an issue I wouldn't have thought on there because we've got a USB on either side. So it's not a daughter board issue or anything else. It's got to be something on here. So I'm going to disconnect the battery to start with because I don't want any battery voltage coming through to the any of the problems or issues. So we'll just take the battery out and we'll make the laptop nice and as safe as we possibly can before we go any further. Now, it wasn't reported that it had any spills or liquid or anything like that, so I'm not expecting to see anything as such. We now have battery disconnected. We've got it isolated from there. And the other thing which I'm going to do is just disconnect the EDP. And then we'll put that to one side as well, so we're not going to get that caught. Yeah, I'm not expecting to see any water ingress or anything as such. And I can't really see anything major on here, but we'll give it under the microscope and we will have a look and see if there's anything kind of jumping out and saying, it's me, it's me, it's me. Short on USB itself would short out charge and I would actually, yeah, you're right there, James, aren't you? So it's got to be after that. Yeah. Yes. That's what I was trying to get. Do you know when you think something and you think, oh, it just doesn't quite sound right what I'm saying, which is quite often for me. Or I say it and people go, no, that's not right. That's generally what it is. So we'll see if we can get this aligned and we will give it a quick visual inspection. If we do it like Northridge Fixed, that's our quick visual inspection. We need goggles on. That's what we need is goggles. Ooh, nice little chunks out of the battery there, out of the battery casing. Well, that's like that. Must have been done in factory that because he says it's not been opened at all. But anyway. So we've got USB-C coming in up here. Let's zoom out because we are zoomed in a long way. Turn the light now because we don't get as much reflection and let there be contrast. I know I'll probably do this slow, but I'm not as quick as some people. And I'm not professing to be, so... Yeah, there's nothing that I can see. That's where obviously the battery comes in. There's nothing with chunks out there. I'm going to see if I've still got the same current draw with the battery out, just to see if it's on the charge side or the other side. So let me just repeat the test with the this. So we'll pop that in the hole. Ah, that's bamboozled me now. Because when we were looking at it before, I'm going to use my same power meter just in case it's an issue with power meter. We were getting a 5 volt at 3 amps. So 5 volts, 3 amps. Using without battery and screen, so you've seen what I've taken out. If we just keep an eye on that power meter there, I'll flick it on. We've now got 15 volts and minimal without battery. So I would, but at least it's not 5 volt, 3 amp, which it was before. But it is power cycling, so something is trying to turn on. We have got a warning light flashing as well. Yeah, it could be EDP. Could the 2 USBs be linked, so disconnecting? I haven't disconnected the daughter board as yet. I've not disconnected that. He's an a-hole. Oh, who's that? I don't know. Could be me. Could be EDP or something. Yeah, it could be that. Could be something on the charging circuit. That's what I'm thinking. It might be a charging circuit. because obviously we've got two power stages in essence, haven't we? We've got main power rail generated from USB-C, and then we've got the battery power rail generated from that. So if the battery is trying to charge, or there's an issue with the battery or the charging circuit, that could be why it's not upping it to that. And if there's a short on there, that's why it's drawing all that. So what I'm going to do, the only difference I'm going to do this time, I'm going to put the EDP port back in just to see if it replicates the first thing, and we'll see where we go now. So we are powered up, we are at 15 volts, so it's not the EDP port, it's not the EDP. I'm going to try and see if it'll post, see if it'll turn on. It is flicking off, but I think it might be flicking off because it can't find the battery. So just let me press the power button, because obviously power button was having no significant impact to it last time. So I'm going to press the power button. I don't think it'll work. Now power button is completely dead to it, so that's fine. We can see it turning off, so that's still a power supply trying to. We'll plug battery back in and USB check under thermal camera, see what's taking 3 amps. I didn't want to leave it at 5 volt and 3 amp. Might need a battery to work on Chrome. Yeah, I think it might do, James. The only thing I didn't want to do is leave it at 3 amps while we're checking with thermal camera. But there's obviously something glugging that down. So let's plug the battery back in. But I suppose we've got to see what's what. So that's the battery back in. I am gonna just plug the charger back in. Same scenario. I'll plug the charger in and we'll see where that goes. I would imagine it'll kick up to 5 volt. So 5 volt, 4.8. It's actually dropping to 4.88 volts. So that's quite a, and it's not a supply issue. Not a supply issue at all. It's dropping the voltage and upping the current to 3. Is the battery flat? I don't think the battery being flat, Nick, would cause that personally, because it's dropping the voltage to 4.8 volts from 5, whatever. Yeah, Chromebooks usually come on just doing that. We'll go on, put the thermal camera on. Yeah, the thermal camera is what it's going to be. So I'll use the thermal camera on the microscope. It's got a bit of a wider field of vision on this one. So you'll see thermal camera right hand side of the screen. So I'm going to plug it back in with the battery in, and we are plugging away at 3 amps there. So just have a look on thermal camera, see if you can see anything glowing nicely. I cannot see anything really standing out as a pinpoint of glow. We've got some reflections. That's the charging circuit. This is the battery connector I'm pointing to now. Aha, what's that? Let's just unplug that. Microscope. So what I'm pointing to there is what's getting hot. It's not just that little cap there, is it? Just turn this around for a bit better view. That little cap there, I think, is the thing getting hot. Again, if we look on the microscope up right hand side of the screen, see where my finger is. Just going to cover it up now. That cap? I think it's that cap. Never. Yeah, it's going to have a drink in it. Let's see if it's thirsty. Let's just zoom down so we get a better view. So that's the cap we are going to be focusing our attentions on. Get a little bit of alcohol, a bit of IPA on our thing, and we will just wet that. Let's plug it in. That's 3 amps at 4.8. Tell you what, that's not. Put a bit of light on to get a bit of reflection. It's not that. Is it the one next to it? That's 3 amp. You know, the chip's not getting. I mean, the chip is drying a little bit. But I mean, look at the cap. The cap's drying as well. They're both drying. It's similar sort of. Yeah, chip is drying a little bit quicker. I'll just boot my other thermal camera up because this will let us pinpoint it a little bit better, because resolution with macro lens on here is better. If there is anybody sat in chat, we have quite a few people sat in chat. I am chasing 3 extra subscriptions today just to see if I can hit my January target. It would be lovely to get a subscription, guys. If you are sat in chat and you are new to this, I only need 3 more subs. Say hello to my little friend. It might be my little friend if it is that cap. If it's not, we might have to take that cap off and put it back on a later video. Because we all know where that is. So we'll get the thermal camera, the better resolution thermal camera rigged up and reconnected. And for whatever reason, OBS is just a pain. So we now have that. I've got the macro lens on the camera and we will see. We'll see where there is. So I'll plug that back in and we will get a pointing tool. Where have my pointing tools gone? So this should give us a better, yeah, it's the chip. Ooh, can you see chip on? Whoa, 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 whoa. It's now triggered up to 15 volts, 2 amps. That looks like it's charging battery. What? New subscription received. Who was that? Paul. Thank you very much for your support, Paul. Thank you. Where does that take me to my target? 435. I am 1 subscription away. I am 1 subscription away from drawing level and 2 away from snipping the lead. Let's just see where we go on here. It really makes me Google. If you search for Rusty Rush repairs on YouTube, it brings up Vladimir Putin. He still makes me giggle every time I do it. You can't actually find him. I did have him on here. I don't know where he's gone now. Chromebook. Come on, Russ, where are you? I am chasing Rusty Rush repairs as a target. He has a target on his back. So we'll just, I can't find him. Oh, here he is. Learning and going along. Rusty's a brilliant creator, guys. Just showing some love. 436 Rusty's at. So I'd set my target on trying to achieve, by end of January, to pass Russ. So it's just to friendly rivalry, I will say, guys. Friendly rivalry. Right, strangely enough on this gent, if I plug, please explain to me why this has now suddenly started working. If I plug this back in, we are now going to 15 volts. So it's negotiated to 15 volts. And I would guarantee that the battery is now charging. Can anyone explain that? I probably could, but it's not a standard battery connector. It's a push fit connector on a little thing. So I would have to find the MOSFET and go from output on MOSFET or something like that. But it's now taking current. As we can see, if you look at the power meter up here, that's what the laptop's taking, 1.46 volts. So I would say that's charging the battery. That's got to be charging the battery. Do we agree? Well, no, because this was overheating. Yeah, maybe. Let me see if I can figure where we can measure the output of the battery is. It's got to be on one of them caps there, hasn't it? Put that in voltage mode. Untangle my... Why do multimeter wires always get tangled? Always get tangled. Anyway, let's find a nice ground. Let's use that screw hole just up there. So we're still pulling... No, that's not going to be it. That's going to be ground, isn't it? Open lid, let the dog see the rabbit. Yeah, I think you might be right. Check if battery voltage. I will. I'll just see if I can check that battery voltage before I because I just want to see if that. But I think it might need reflowing because I did whatever I've done has solved the issue. I wonder if that's the main. That's just 3 volt. I can't see where the battery voltage will be. That's going to be ground, isn't it? Let me disconnect that. Right, so battery voltage is 7.4 with a, what's the volt? 7.7 volt battery. So it's obviously doing that. So it's discharging there. Let me sling the charger back in. So battery voltage is going up, as we can see. It is charging, and it's sucking down 1.76 amps there on the actual meter, 1.5 at 19.5. Because the laptop's charging at 15 volts, 1.76 amps. The power supply is giving out 1.5 at 19, so that's why there's disparity there. So I'm actually pulling some more. So the battery is taking some charge, and it's a 7.7 volt battery. So it's not mega low because it's reading 7.4 without the charging. But I do think, yeah, dropping a bit quick. The battery voltage. It is probably a failing battery as well, and I'm just wondering whether that is. But why would it show 5 volts? I wonder if that was was it showing 5 volts at 3 amps because it was trying to kickstart its battery? Do you think that could have been what it was? It was trying to kickstart its own battery, which is why this little chip on the board, what we were seeing where the big heat signature was working overtime until it triggered a certain battery level to be able to go on to 15 volts. Yeah, let's just try waking it up. I'm going to leave it plugged in here, and we will just lift the lid and see if it comes to life. I'm going to monitor that as well. Yeah, it's coming to life, guys. Yeah, battery protection. Yeah, that has come to life. So let me go to switch off. Shut down. There we go. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to leave this on the side, charging up. We have picture. We'll leave it until we've done the next job, because we've got another job after this. We'll leave it until we've done that job, which should give it plenty of time just to put quite a bit of charge into the battery. Have you seen how, yeah, them battery analyzers are an absolute fortune though, aren't they? If that was the case, the customer would have already, yeah, they would have tried that. That's a good point. Yeah, try for several hours. Unless their charger was an issue as well. Do we think it's just that chip what might need reflowing then? You know, the little chip down here. Because this is one where we applied, just find it on here. That's the little fella just there. Do you think it just might need reflowing? Because that's where we put some alcohol. So just put a bit of, you know, power it down, put a bit of flux under, give it a bit of temp, and just get it reflowed. Yeah. Is it still warm? No, it's cool. No temp in that at all. Nothing at all. The actual temp of the chip is negligible. It's not even registered. I know you can't see on there, but it's not even registered on meter. This chip here is a bit warmer. But yeah, there's no real whatchamacallit in it at all, temperature in it at all. That's the chip we were looking at before, 30 degrees. Got one down here at 36, which is just another one. The battery charging IC is at 44. So it's obviously working. It's still pulling 1.7 amps. So there's definitely nothing now getting hot on there. Do you think we just scared it because we mentioned Soren's name? Do you think it just got a little bit. Do you think it's drunk? I mean, would they give it some alcohol? Do you think it's just drunk? And he thought, well, I'll just go back to work. Chip ID. Yeah, let's get one of them. What chip is it? What chip is it? What chip is it? Let's have a look. See if we can figure out what chip it is. It's not. Which is that one? It is. Oh, crikey. Big long chip ID on here, James. Haven't you got your pen out? Where's my... let's try the marker pen trick. I know what you're thinking. That's not going to work. It's not going to work, but it does. So permanent marker, give it a rub off. Blow dry it. And you're right, it's not going to work. And it rubbed it all off, that's why. There you go. One way to make it even worse by let me at it. Let me at it. Oh, it's the wrong scene. Sorry, gents. Not that chip. Don't read that chip. Wrong chip completely. Right, that's your chip. 3483 UK. Oh, Carthor. Morning, Carthor. Sorry about that, Carthor. Yeah, morning, Carthor, for advising. Yeah, it's a 3483 UK on there. But again, it's still... now charging. Now working and charging. I don't mind it when it works like that. You just feel a little bit robbed, don't you? That... let's try that battery voltage again. On here. So 8.24 volts. Power disconnected. Yeah, it is dropping, and it's dropping really quick. The laptop is not on. You can see it dropping. Is there a charger to hand with to test it with? Their charger is not here. They didn't bring the charger. Yeah, they didn't bring it. It is dropping. It's a 7.7 volt battery. So battery could well be on its way. Because I know it's only dropping a little bit. I mean, the laptop will be... I can't even test the battery independently because it's on a silly little clasp sort of connector. It's not on a traditional one. It's more like a phone connector for battery. So I'm going to let it charge and put it through a power cycle and then let it drain. Clip of them done and posted. Morning, cows. Good morning, cows. I forgot to put it on Discord. Forgot to put my put me going live on Discord. Don't know if anybody's posted it going live on Discord. Forgot all about it. Morning, cows. Have you seen the short I've posted? If we put actually cows, I'm just going to do this for cows. I can't actually show it on main screen for whatever reason. It doesn't actually do it. But let me just show this. This is especially for cows. This. Gents, you do realise there are other channels which are more entertaining than this. Switch off and go do something less boring instead. Especially for cows. Is that one. Good morning, good morning. Thank you so much for that, Charles. I posted it as a short as well. But yeah, I forgot to post myself on Discord to say I was going live. Let's have a look where we are. Plug the power into the daughter board and check. Yeah, let's try that side. I don't think this side will be any different, if I'm being honest, but it's a well worth, just from a continuity point of view of seeing what's what. Yeah, 15 volts, 1.7. It's producing exactly the same readings as the other one. I got to shoot. All right, Pitco, no problem at all. Have a good day. Thank you very much for joining. Try the power in both ways, upside down. Yeah, can try that. So we're still pulling. Can't really shift that out of the way because it's coming from power. I've ordered some stuff to be able to do that. So 15 volts. We'll spin it round and we'll try it. Try the port upside down. 15 volts. Spin it round because it didn't quite spin, and we'll try it that way. Exactly the same, 15 and 1.8. I know you guys are struggling to see that because of reflection, but it is there. Looks like a switch for PD with LDO as well. Yeah, is that what it is? That chip. 15 volts. What is? I mean, it's triggering straight up to 15 volts straight away. And triggering straight up to 15 volts, 1.7. So whichever way I plug them in either port, they're all now charging and working. And the laptop is coming to life. My Chromebook is sat on kitchen table, lid shut, flashing away. I don't use Chromebooks, so I'm not a lover of them, but yeah. Which board? Which board? Oh, Hot Guys, I had the Moment, by the way. I know that little board one we reviewed a couple of weeks ago. I do like that board one that James did review on his. I bought every single board holder on those. I'm looking at a small board holder just for holding small things like this on there. So, guys, do you reckon? Oh dear. Oh, cows. I am only two YouTube subscriptions away, two YouTube subscriptions away from my January target. If I can get another two subscriptions away from my from there, I've achieved my January target. That would be awesome. Hint, 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 chat. If anybody is sat in here, I'm only 2 away from my January target, and you get the pleasure knowing that I've achieved my January target. And they will be screaming, shouting. I will warn you now. I will warn you now. When I get to it, they will be loud screaming, and you can clip away to your heart's content. Have you put? Whoa! James has put something on here. Let me see what James has done. Is this? Oh yes! I didn't know you could do that, James. I wish I could show that somewhere on screen. I'm gonna try and if I press that and I do window capture, and I'll do create new. I'll just put it as window capture, and I'll do select that one, and I'll do that, and I do alt and that. This is what we are trying to achieve, gents. I didn't know you could do that. James, this is where we're going today. So we're gonna show that on there, and we're gonna do that. If that ticks over, copy that and copy it onto here. Can I copy it in there? Add paste reference. There we go, and add it onto that one as well. Paste reference. We're gonna stick that on there. If I can get that to be in more than so left is more than right. James, you are a nasty man. That's gonna get me that's gonna get me there. But I am literally neck and neck with Russ Repairs. I set my January goal to do it. Please guys, go support Russ as well. Just not today, because I just want to beat him today. So go and support him tomorrow, Monday, whatever. Please show the appreciation and love for Russ. He's such a good guy. Such a good guy. Anyway, what I'm going to do with this one, gents, because I see. I'm on the right scene. I need to unsubscribe. No, Nick, don't do that. It's a draw. It's a draw. It's a draw. Neck and neck. Yay. It's good. I'm going to put this over here. I'm going to move this over here. We have got 34 people in chat. I'm sure one of them is not subscribed and can bang a subscription in for me just to tick me over, and then we can screenshot that, and then I can go home. I'm going to leave this charging over on the bench over here on my thing. Just give it a full charge, and then I'm going to give it a full discharge and see where we go on that. So I'll stick that back in there. So I'm just going to stand up for 2 ticks, and then we're going to move on to the desktop, because we've got a desktop next as well. I do have a beautiful 140 watt USB-C charging dock sat up here. Unplug that. So I've got shed loads of current if needed, but I don't think I'll need it. Right, that's 12 volt, 1.8 amp. For whatever reason, it's only pulling 12 volt, 1.8 amp on my thing. Let me plug it into there, see if it ticks up to 15, because it's a different port. No, it's only deciding it wants to go to that. Don't know why. Don't know why it swallowed a fly. It swallowed a fly to catch the PD30. That might be a better one. There we go. Right, it's up to 15 volts, 2.1 amps as a charge cycle. So it's actually charging a little bit better on there, and we are pulling... yeah, 1.85 amps. So I'm going to leave that on there to charge, and we will shift on to doing the... God, it's a bit chilly. Turn my thermal camera off. Oh, guys! We interrupt your normal viewing for a special message to Russie Russ Repairs. It may have been your birthday today, but you seem to have something on your forehead. Let's just have a close look. Loser, loser, loser. Who's on 437? Who's on 437? Me. Come on, Russ. Come on, Russ. Come on, Russ. Guys, please, 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 go show appreciation for Russ. He is an amazing, amazing creator. It is all in good spirit, I tell you. But come on, cows! Come on! We've got it, guys. We've got it. Thank you so much. And we've got a subscription, Chasmin. I can't pronounce your name, but thank you. We are hitting the new dizzying heights of 437 subscribers. That's going to make it a clip. All I would say, MK Fix, I'm coming for you. You are next on the target, on the radar. Your sights are on, your target is on your back. I'm coming for you. You cannot escape. I'm not 438. Oh my God. Come on, I'm racing away. Well, I've got my 500 is the next. 500 is the next. I've set me goal for 500 for end of Feb. Don't know whether I'll do it. 1 million. Yeah. Watch out, Mr. Beast. Here I come. I've set me target for 500 by end of February. For no other reason apart from I'm a bit goal driven, so I just like somewhere to aim for. If I don't get there, I don't get there. But it's always nice to give myself that little bit of a push. But 438. That, I mean, I don't know how James has even done that compare thing. I'm gonna take a picture of that because I quite like that. I quite like that shot. I have managed to accrue. Bearing in mind, I came into January the 1st. I didn't stream until January the 6th, I think, or January 7th, I think was my first stream. So since January the 7th, which I came in at 299 subscriptions, I've gained 138 subs between 7th of January and now. So 24 days, I have gained 138 subscriptions. So thank you. I am anticipating that will probably go down overnight. You should text him, Mr. Russ. I think I don't want to rub it in his face. It's not designed to rub it in his face. It is a little friendly bit of banter. Guys, if you haven't subscribed to Russ Repairs, please, his logo's on screen, see who it is. Just don't put Russie Russ Repairs into YouTube because you come up with Vladimir Putin. Don't subscribe to him, subscribe to Russ. But dig Russ out as well. He's such an amazing creator. And you know, if he passes me, so be it. It's just a bit of fun. He anyway on there. So's MK, which you guys might know as well. But anyway, let me just get these moved away, because we're going to move on to next victim for today. The next one for today. I'm running out of little pots. Put these in my other pot there. 438. 438. I honestly didn't think this day was going to come. Guys, I really didn't. Because when you start streaming, you just think, I'm happy if I get anybody to watch. And then you think, I'd love to get 10. And I remember hitting 100 subscribers. I've got 100 people, and I couldn't get my head around 100 people. 100 people talking to me. Yesterday, I hit 55 viewers on stream watching, which again, it's not a big number, guys, but it's huge. It's huge for creators like me. I look at other creators who's got several thousand subscribers, and they're not achieving 50 viewers. There is one that I don't particularly watch, but I'm aware of. He's got, I don't know, 3,000 subs, something like that, and he probably gets about 18 viewers. I don't know if that says something about people forgetting to unsub or his content's pants. I don't know, but it's not always about the amount of people you get subscribed. It's about the people what want to watch. I think that's the reality. But you guys are just absolutely amazing, absolutely amazing. So right, let me get this desktop. If you joined me yesterday on my stream, let's try and make some space, because we know I haven't got a great deal of room for a desktop computer on here. We started 438 subscribers. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. We need a triple now. We need a triple. We need one what says MK. I don't know how James has done that, but I will figure it out. We definitely need one what says MK on there as well. Difference one. YouTube. You can do it on different stuff as well. It's probably more on Twitch than me. But anyway, we are. I've gone completely off piste. You should, yeah. Short month, February, big target. It is a big target. It is a big target. But I think it's one of them, Mookie. Do you know when you've got more eyes on you, YouTube gives it to more eyes? That's the reality. I wonder, have I subbed to Russ with my alt accounts? Carthor, just go and drop Russ a sub. On any accounts you've got, please drop him a sub. If I stay at 438 and Russ achieves 500 in the next 2 days, it wouldn't bother me, because I've won today. No, it wouldn't bother me. He's a brilliant creator. We all know Russ. He's such a nice guy. Such a nice guy as well. The shelving is looking empty. You must be getting through them. Archlord, I am getting through them. I tend to get through them anyway. I do between 1 and 2 day turnaround on most things anyway. But we do have a desktop in there. I have got all the bits and bobs coming in Monday. I generally don't stream on a Monday because I normally not got much on, because I tend to clear everything out for the week and then it kind of rolls forward and starts again. So let me get this desktop computer. So we're going to leave that one on charge up there. Camera up there. We're going to leave that one on charge. I'll get the desktop and I'll explain what we're doing with the desktop. If you was on my stream yesterday, we did start this. And we did diagnose this with a few issues. I spoke with the customer last night. Quoted the customer last night as well. Customers has given us the thumbs up. So he's having a new power supply, full strip down clean, thermal paste. We're going to try and rewire his fans and his fan hub. Excuse me, and because we think his fan hub is an issue, we are putting a 2 terabyte mechanical drive in it, 512 NVMe, Windows 10, because he wants Windows 10, not 11. That's brilliant. And then new power supply, thoroughly cleaned, thermal compound, thermal paste, new hard drive, new this, new that, Windows 10, and then that's, I'll try and do a bit of data backup as well. Then we need to test it, because we just want to make sure it's right for him. We just want to make sure it's right. So just give me 2 ticks. It is in the other room, because obviously I don't have a great deal of room. I can't stop looking at that 438 subscribers. 1 second while I get it, guys. That's big and heavy. Big, big, big and heavy. I am going to try and keep calm because I do get a little bit excited. Excited. So we're going to be doing this one next. I need to kick my dog through there because she's just... You probably can't see her, but she is... I don't know if you can see her. She just decided I'm going to lay in the doorway. I'm not going to move. I'm just going to let you step over me. Let's just keep walking over her, and eventually she'll get message and hopefully shift. But yes, I do need her to move because she is in the way. Because when you see it in here, you will appreciate what I need to do, which is go outside and clean it off. Because it's a little bit dirty. It's a bit of a dirty one, this. Nice cheap Perspex cover on there, which we will put on that shelf so I don't headbutt it out of the way. I'm going to disassemble majority of this to try and give us a fighting chance at giving it a good clean. This is the one, if you remember, where they said they had cleaned it themselves and it stopped working when they cleaned it. So yes, let's have a look. Aussie, you've heard the cracking news. I'm on 438 subscribers. Oh, Russie's on 438. He's coming home. Come on. Let's get Russ to 440. Go on, find Russie Russ on YouTube and get him to 440. Let's get Russie Russ to 440 subscribers, guys. After you've subscribed to me, obviously. But let's get Russ up there as well. He so deserves it. So we are neck and neck now. That's Carthor. That's subscribing with his alternate account. So brilliant. Give Russie. It's we've got to get there together. It's better when we get there together.
PCDD, you little shit.
Who's that? Grass Puddle. Good morning, Grass. That is another two. Oh my God. Let me just have a look what cows he's putting on here. Am I? Just let me have a look. Oh, what have I done? Do you think we just scared it because we mentioned Soren's name? Do you think it just got a little bit... Do you think it's drunk? I mean, would they give it some alcohol? Do you think it's just drunk? And he thought, well, I'll just come back to work. I think we just scared it because we mentioned Soren's name. Do you think it just got a little bit... Do you think it's drunk? I mean, would they give it some alcohol? Do you think it's just drunk? And he thought, well, I'll just come back to work. Oh, okay, that was brilliant. Where's... Then we'll camera off. Oh, guys! That were a composure moment. Camera off. Oh, guys! Sorry, I special message to Russie Russ. Oh, you handled.
Interrupt your normal viewing for a special message to Russie Russ Repairs. It may have been your birthday today, but you seem to have something on your forehead. Let's just have a close look. Who's here? Who's on 437?
Oh, Russ is on 441 now. Well done, guys. You've got Russ to 441. Brilliant. Fantastic. I am so pleased to get Russ up there. Amazing result, guys. Thank you so much. It is only friendly banter between me and Russ. But yeah, thank you. Russ deserves it. Really does deserve it. He's been doing it a bit longer than me as well. January started last year. I started in October. So Russ does deserve every single subscription you get as well. So well done. Well done on that one, guys. So it is just a bit of fun. So now we've had the fun, go and unsubscribe. Now, leave it on, guys. You'll love his. You will love his content on there. That does mean Russ can actually do. Russ can do a comeback video for me now, where he's telling me where I'm going wrong. Going, loser. So. Watch this space. I am sure there will be other bits and bobs coming up. I'm just going to take some of this apart and we're going to take CPU off, give it a clean, and get this disassembled, Johnny number 5, and see where it is. So when you are undoing these, I like to undo them sequentially, just to see, so we're not putting stress on one side of the die and cracking anything. Not that you're likely to on these CPUs because they're quite sturdy and they've got an IHS, but which is an integrated heat spreader, which is the cover over the CPU, but it's always advisable just to, or I would advise you to do it. So it's loosening up now. Cupid stunt.
Who's the clown now? The battle commences. It does, Ozzy. You can't fake authenticity, or can you?
No. Do you know what? I am so honestly, guys. Like I said, it won't bother me at all if Russ gets to 500 before me, because we all get there together. We all. I think that's just fallen off. Ah, oh, chip's stuck. Oh, bloody hell! This is. There we go. Wow, that was stuck well. It won't bother me at all if Russ gets there before I do. I'm going to leave that chip in for the time being, just so we don't damage the thing. But no, it's all good fun. He's such a nice guy. It wouldn't bother me in the slightest. You're never going to be number one, because there's always going to be somebody higher up the pecking order. So if I were MK, I'd be worried, because there's two guys coming up behind you now. That's all I will say. MK, watch out. We are coming for you. We are coming for you. But MK's done a super job. He's achieved 530 subscribers, something like that. Wow, that's a bit dusty. Right, I'm going to put this here, and then I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you the back. This has been cleaned by a customer. Oh. There you go. We can see it's probably not been cleaned too well. We've got plenty of dust bunnies hanging around here. So I do need to take this and blow it off, because as it stands at the moment, it is extremely dirty, and I don't want to turn it on in here, and he is having a thorough clean as well to do that. 4:39. Here I go. I'm catching Russell up again. 4:39. I am now 2 behind Rusty Russ Repairs. The battle commences. I would imagine I'll probably drop overnight by 2 or 3. Russ might as well. It's just the nature. Right, guys, I'm just going to pop this outside, because obviously I need to blow it off. I'm not going to take the microphone with me, because it will deafen you, because this blow's not overly loud, but you just don't want to listen to it. So I'll be a couple of ticks outside just while I clean the majority of this dust out. Then we can bring it back in and we can start doing the strip down. So just give me a few ticks. Take the bits and bobs with me as well. Dog, move. Oh. Right, you've got wrong way. Well done. You're coming outside with me. Oh, It's like a murder Furby out there. There's more dust and fluff flying than enough. Oh, right, we'll get that back on there. Looking a heck of a lot cleaner. Let me get my pooch in. Oh. Right. Wow, that is a little bit dusty. Turn that off. Put that back up there and get my microphone on so you can hear my beautiful singing voice. Okay. Did you miss me? I'm 2 behind Russ. -2. Right. Let's give this a quick wipe down with a cloth as well. Oh, because it's still quite dirty and dusty. Because as we all know, you can blow it off as much as you want, but it doesn't always clean it. Do you reckon he would be classed as a politically correct? 450 by the end of the stream. Is that for Russ or me, Archloyd? Probably not. Being a rebel today, omelette. Oh, I need to eat more protein. Yeah. But we would have to, let me go laugh. Yeah. Off to work again. Enjoy all the streams. See you later, Grass Puddle. See you later, Grass. Thank you very much for joining in and participating today. I'm just going to give this a quick dust over, because sure to actually disassembling absolutely every single spec, you're never going to get every bit of dust out. You'd think he was doing commentary on the Grand National and he back to the winner. If I got to 450, you would. Curve your enthusiasm, said Larry. Yeah, I do get a little bit excited. I do get a little bit. Sorry, I get a little bit excited. I get a little bit excited. Do you know what? You've got to celebrate in life the small things sometimes. There's no point, I think, worrying about the big stuff sometimes. When it's the small stuff which affects you the most. So there we go. Think about the small things what affect you rather than the big things that you can't control. We're going to give that a little bit of a tease in there, only on slow speed, because if I put it on fast speed, it'll just blow it all through my office. That's it in there. Oh, we've done GPU as well, so we'll just give the GPU a quick brush in there. Can't really do that much more. I don't strip GPUs down to clean them. We only do external cleans on GPUs. I do get people asking whether I will change their thermal compound on GPUs because they've had it a year and they want to improve performance because the GPU is running hot. And my answer is, if it ain't broke, don't touch it. Because they're saying, well, my GPU is running at 80 degrees or 70 degrees or whatever. Yeah, it's still running. They do get hot. So don't worry about it too much. So we've got that. And we've got 32 gig of DDR4 RAM in here. We've got quite a bit. Small wins for us little people. It is milky. It is. And I think that's the thing, isn't it? It's not about thinking, I ain't won lottery. It's about thinking, do you know what? I've won £1 on scratch card. And it's that what you celebrate. It always makes you feel good. So it's the little things in life. And it's, tell you now, it's the little things what you miss. And it's the little things that you remember. Some of my fondest memories from being a child are stupid stuff rather than, you know, rather than big events. I remember going on holiday when I was incredibly young. I'm talking now 4 or 5 years old, something like that. Probably the first holiday I can ever remember going on. And it's a stupid thing. I was in a paddling pool, swimming pool or whatever, and I couldn't quite reach the bottom because I couldn't swim because I was that young. I mean, in fairness, I couldn't swim and my parents were putting me in a paddling pool. They'll probably try and tell me something, weren't they? But anyway, I managed to still survive. But I couldn't reach the bottom, so I kept cutting my toes open, trying to touch the bottom, because I was adamant that I wanted to go in this paddling pool. And that is a weird memory to have, but it's such a fond memory, even though it probably doesn't sound like it. And they're the little things in life which sometimes you just remember, and you remember remember things for the wrong reasons. Right, let's see if we can stick that down there a little, and you can see where we are. So bring the camera up. Unfortunately, with breathe all that dust in outside, and it's a bit dusty. We really ain't got a better shot than this when I'm looking at desktop computers. It's big, it's ugly. I am one behind Rusty Russ Repairs. Have you seen the totals, guys? 440 v 441. There is one difference. Oh gosh, how good would it be to get 450 in this stream? Wow. I only set my goal on matching Russ. Wow. Archloyd has set the ball high on there. I am just taking his. Right, he's not. These are these fans. You know, the stupid fans with their own proprietary hub connectors, so we can't go onto the board. So I'm going to have to speak to him and say he's going to, if he wants his fans working, either change all the fans, or because I've told him that the fans might not work. But I didn't look at too much at the hub yesterday. But as we can see from that, I can't even put them onto the board with that wiring. I don't think I've got any crossover wiring for it. I am one away again. It's coming home. It's coming home. I'm not going to celebrate like I did before, though. Go to 450. Wow! I'd probably lose 10 subscribers the way I celebrate if I got to 450. Get that through there, get that through there. And we'll see where it is. Can't get that on my knee. And that fed through. So that's his old PSU out, and still a load of fluff and bunnies. I'm just going to have to set this out and blow it again, because when you do this, we all know that fluff just reappears and comes from nowhere. I'm going to give the case another tickle with the brush, just to loosen any big pieces up and try and clean it best I possibly can. Take it outside, give it another quick blow, nowhere near as long as last time. Do like going outside and having a quick blow on there. We will need, no, we can leave that in because we've got a caddy out for that already, and we'll get the front panel off. I'm absolutely filthy with dust now. I'm glad these are going in the wash today. So we'll give the brush, get rid of any static sat on there. We'll give the board a little tickle just to get rid of any of the kind of baked on dust, and the fan will do the rest of the work. I've specifically left the CPU in the slot because I don't want it getting any dirt in the slot. So I will take the CPU out once I've cleaned it, just to see where we are with it all. Right, I think I've loosened any of the big pieces, so it's looking a lot more presentable from the inside. Right, quick blow off again outside. Oh, and go. I will read your message when I get back in 1 second, James, sorry. Come in. I've left microphone on as well, and in. So I've just deafened everybody on that. I really do apologise. I forgot I'd left the microphone on. Oh, you're all kerfuddled now. Turn the blower off. I did say it was loud. Oh, people are going, me ears. Where there's blame, there's a claim. Right, that is looking substantially better than it ever was. Oh, 4-3. I'm 2 away. I've gone backwards. I have gone backwards. I was 1 away a minute ago. I'm now 2 away. Oh my gosh.
He will be coming after me soon. We may not have Bill Gates' bank balance, but we sure have STD Russian girls. Yeah, apparently he's had that, hasn't he? Apparently he's had that. Small wins for a little bit. Yeah, we have. Coming after James next. Coming after James. I don't think I'll ever eclipse the mighty, the legend that is JFix. So let's get some of this plugged in and give that a quick wipe down and clean. I'm going to clean the CPU next with a bit of IPA, and I think from when I was looking at it yesterday, I think this is something like a 3060. Yeah, 3600X, 3600X. Do we say 3600 or do we say 30? I don't know how you would say it. People say it differently, don't they? 3600X is the way I would say it. Get rid of that bit of solid. So I'm going to struggle with his fan controllers because I just do not have the fan controllers. Still 2 away from Rusty Russ. I was 2 away when I started the stream. I am 2 away now. Set my goal to get on at the end of the stream. So we've still got a little bit of time whilst I do this. Not long, I will say. 3K 6 seconds. How are you, sir? Nick Flame. Good morning. Good morning. The bunker stuff is amazing. What are we referring to there? So when you reckon you will get more subscribers than Colin? I don't know who he is. Who's Colin? Is that the guy? Is that the inventor guy who does strange things? He's brilliant if that's him. He's amazing. 3K 6 seconds. How are you, sir? Oh my God. Yes. He's the inventor guy. Oh, right, yeah, I thought he was. He does that magnetic bike thing he did. I love his presentation style as well. Really do like his presentation style. I'm going to get me a couple of drives out because I'm going to fit 2 new drives in this. So got one here, which is a 500 gig M2, and we've got a mechanical drive here also. So we need to put that on there, and we need to shift and get this one cut open and do so. Having 2 new drives in this machine. It's had a clean. We're going to put 1 drive in now just to stop anything hurting the port. Put that on there because I need to allocate the stock onto my spreadsheet. And that can go up there. Get the screw out of the hole, which is there. Have I still got a view? Yeah, we've got a nice view there, haven't we? And we'll get the M2 stuck in the slot, just there. Heck of a lot cleaner, as I think you will all agree. I'm going to do that. I'm going to try and get the front off now, thinking about it, because I'm going to try and wash the front, just to, because it is a bit. Oh, we've still got dust bunnies in here, and I'm not going to. Yeah, can you see? Oh, and he's going back outside, and I'm breathing all this in. Can't be good for me health. Let me give this one more. I'm going to leave the microphone inside this time. 1 second. So dirty. I'll repeat the process with this because this is equally as dirty. Going all over the car. Maddie, come in. What did I say? I've just covered my car in what looks like snow. The really depressing thing is, we all know what dust is made up from. So I've probably just eaten enough DNA there to clone him many times. Because that is really, really dusty. Really dusty. Maddie wanted a biscuit. He said no.
She's unsubscribed. That's what it was. Maddie's got quite a few different YouTube channels, and she keeps unsubscribing. I can't believe I'm two behind Russ. Anyway, how have you lost a sub? I do not know. Cows, they're just doing it. Basically, he strapped a doodle bug onto his back. Yes, I remember that one. It was Wallace and Gromit. Whoa, 441. We are the same as a Russ Repairs. 441. Do you know Russ has got RRI in his name? Wouldn't it be nice to get three fours to match Russ's RRR? So we've got three of the same. I mean, thank you, Nick Flame. Oh, Nick. Thank you so much. Thank you for your very kind thing. If I didn't miss anybody else subscribing, don't always show up on my stream. And certainly it doesn't show up when I'm outside as well. 441. Thank you so much. So we've gained Russ 5 subscribers today, and I've gained, what did I come in at? 4. I've probably gained about 10, I think, today. So thank you so much. So that's taking me on to 142 new subscribers since January the 7th. Guys, I am absolutely grateful for your time, effort, and willingness to participate. I only do it because I think it's a bit of fun, because that's what it is, isn't it? We've got to enjoy life. Right, so we are gonna. I'm gonna choke on that. So you're 437 when I joined the stream. Yeah, it did. When last night I dropped down to 432, I think it was overnight. I was on 434 last night when I went to bed. Woke up this morning 432. So they've been gaining since we've been doing it. Guys, I just need to give this a quick rinse. It really doesn't do it justice in there, but it is absolutely filthy. So I need to just take it upstairs, because I work from home, into the bathtub and just quickly shower it, just to wet it and get rid of some of this ingrain, because we've got fine, you'll be able to see them on here, the fine meshes, and it's not blowing out because it's quite sticky. So I'll be as quick as I possibly can. I'm going to take the microphone off yet again. 2 or 3 minutes. I can't really speed this process up, so I'll be as quick as I can. Talk to the dog. How do you keep it on? No, you come with me. Still choking on that dust. Wow, that's a lot cleaner than it was. Right, we're gonna leave that to dry after I've wiped it down. Let me get a clean cloth to wipe this down. This is still a little bit wet. Obviously we can't put something as wet as that on a computer, because that would be like putting water in a computer. Why would we put water in a computer? That would be water cooling. 441. Oh, God. 441. So we've got that. Put my microphone back on before I start talking to myself yet again. And we'll put this in front of my little heater to help dry it off. Once I've got quite a lot of the water residue gone, I think this has just transformed the look and the feel of the computer. There we go. Right, we'll get this sat down here in front of the old heater, and we'll let that blow away. And hopefully that'll help dry it out. Whoa. I'm still coughing with all that dust. Clip poster, so much for not making a fuss again. Refresh the stream, I forgot, no problem. Did you check the previously installed PSU using the cable option to check the timings with the test? I did, Nick, and I just said to the guy it's an unusual one. He went, I'll just change it anyway. So he knew it was old, and he said, if I'm going to be putting this in and that in and everything else, just change it. He said, I just want something reliable. So that's why we said we would put a new one in anyway, with the issue with the 5-volt rail, because it was a peculiar one, weren't it? It was only failing when we put the USB in, but we thought that might be something to do with the fan, so we are going to try that as well. Hi, what make of fan blower is that you were using? It is David. I have not actually got this in my tools list, but I do use it all the time, and I have two. My new one, and this is said with a lot of genuineness, is the Wolfbox. There is a channel on YouTube called Torque Test, I think it's called TRUQUE, and they did a review on all these. It's an independent site. They test all sorts, and this one came out high on the thing. They're not cheap. They're about $100, so they're not cheap. I'll tell you that now. USB-C, really, really powerful. So that is my new one. What I bought off the recommendation. This is the same thing, but an older model of it. I've had this about 6-7 years, something like this, and it's the. If you can get one of these, it's basically a clone of it, I think, but that's the model. And this one actually puts out about 30% more air. It is wonderful. You can easily for this hand blower, replace compressed air. I used to use a compressor in the garage to do this, which obviously is significantly more, but it was just a bit of a hassle. This can easily replace compressed air, and it cleans so well. They have magnetic nozzles on, which is the downside, so I've just put it on there and a bit of tape to hold it. But wonderful, absolutely wonderful. I think it's 160,000 RPM, and that's been measured on their channel. But have a look, brilliant. But again, they're not cheap. They're about £80, £70-80, something like that. So probably about $100, and probably equivalent in euros, knowing how it is. 3-speed settings, USB-C charging. This one lasts a bit longer than that, even though I've hardly used that. I bet if I've used that a dozen times, just doesn't give me the same air output, even though it comes out rated higher. And it is a genuine one. So this older model is still performing a little bit better. But I use this. I put a different nozzle on this one to just get into different things. You do get a selection of nozzles, but yeah, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful things. If you can get this one, which is that one. If you can get one, I don't know if they still do these, but yeah, very, very good. I would highly recommend both. Just the one without the nozzle, to me, is my go-to. But it is. I needed to change it. It's just not quite as powerful, but still does the job adequately, more than adequate. Use lesser power. A question: is a 12-inch CPU useless? What the 10th generation? 12 is 12 Intel CPU useless? What then 10th gen? Are you saying is 12th gen better than 10th gen? Am I on 442? 442! Oh my gosh! I need to stop getting excited. Thank you for whoever that was, which is just, or you might have hit it a few seconds ago. I can't see it. It doesn't come up on my OBS. Really sorry, guys. I am working with, as you'll see from the top of the screen, competing against Russ Repairs. Please consider banging over to him and going to subscribe to Russ Repairs. I'd love to finish the stream on 450, and I'd love Russ to finish on 450 as well. But consider that. Excuse me. I normally hang mine on a washing line. Yeah, I do usually use the blower on it as well, Mookie. It's just that I've been outside 3 or 4 times. Don't like upsetting the neighbours too much. So that's the only reason. But yeah, David, I would recommend that on there. I'm going to have a drink of coffee because that dust has really got to my throat. Really got to my throat. I know the constant talking ain't good. Right, so one of the other things which which I like to do is I just put a bit of tape on the back of here when I'm building a PC. A bit of this double-sided thermal tape. You're a regular viewer, and I have many of those. I stick it on all the time when I'm doing these. I cut a piece off. Only this thermal tape. 2 small sections, one down either side, and what it means is it's not going to fall off the next time we take the heatsink off for cleaning, and it holds it in place while we are working. So a little piece there, and we'll put that through the hole, and it'll hold it in. Shout. No, I'm not shouting 442. Cows, are you wanting me to go? I can't. Me things in wrong place. 442. We're on 442. 442. Could be worse. I could be on 441. Not saying anything. There you go. Especially for cows. Drink. I know. I'm doing that. Thank you. I even though I was drinking lots yesterday, I was still quite ill in the night. But I think that's because even though I had 3 or 4 cups of coffee on stream, I went for that run last night, and that dehydrated me a lot. And I still didn't drink anywhere near enough as I should have done. And I think I was still recovering from the day before, so I was still feeling the signs of it in middle at night. Just gone. So those bit of thermal tape just means that now won't drop off every time we turn board over. It'll hold in situ, and if we ever come to service the computer, e.g. take the heatsink and everything off, it'll just mean it'll come on. It says shot. Oh, it says shot, does it? Sorry. What's this shot? 443. Oh my gosh, it's just gone up again. 443. I'm 2 ahead. 2 ahead. Guys, please support Russ as well. I don't want Russ to think I'm doing it all against him. I'm not doing it against Russ, and Russ, I know Russ knows I'm not. So please go do that. So it says shot. What did it say shot? I don't know. I missed something there. Missed something there. It says shot. I don't know. Anyway, I'm covered in dust. I'm absolutely covered in dust from this computer. We're going to get the power supply out. We've got a 850 watt Thermalmaster PSU, which is going in here. It's a modular PSU, which is going in. And I connected the cables up yesterday. And I don't know where I put all my cables today. And they should be going in here, I'd say. Oh, yesterday we have lost the cables again. Oh, where did I put the cables? I've had my cables out. You know, the SATA cables. You know, oh no, they're here. I thought I put them somewhere. I haven't. So we will. I have got a set of fans here. I could always put another set of fans in. Just having a look, see what cables these take, because I don't think I've got the right cables. This was a, I haven't got my right cables. Oh, blink. This is one I bought for a customer, and he changed his mind after I bought it and said, I'll have a bigger wattage one. And I'm like, well, I bought you this one. And then I was stuck with a power supply. So I just put it back on the shelf, not realising I didn't put the power supply cables back in the box. So I've got the box, no power supply cables. And being a Thermalmaster, they're different to every other supply cable I have. So we're just going to have a little bit of a rummage. Dog's just farted and scared herself, which is really, really good for you.
So I'm going to have to just have a look, see if I've got a set of SATA power cables in my spares box. And I'll give it a test. If you were watching a couple of weeks ago when we fitted one, you may have watched us use the wrong power cable on purpose. Oh, that's the thing I'm saying. Which actually then destroyed, excuse me, that dust is really, sorry, it destroyed the drive. Because if you don't use the correct power cables which come with the power supply, it can significantly damage the components inside.
Who's that?
So please, if you are changing the power supply, use the correct cables, because if you can imagine, it destroyed a cheap SSD that was a scrap one anyway, what I just used for testing. But if you can imagine, you plug that into your motherboard or your 12 volt power supply input on your motherboard, or your GPU, or any additional cards, or even an expensive hard drive. If you're using the wrong cable because you think it'll work, or it looks to be the same and it doesn't, you are suddenly in a whole heap of cost. So please, I implore you, just don't use any power supply cable you find. And you can buy replacements on Amazon, but just make sure again they are for the correct power supply. So right, I have not got the cable for this, so I'm gonna take my glasses off and put them there. I'm gonna have to order a new power supply for what we need. We'll put these power supply cables in that power supply box, so I do not get them mixed up in the future. I might have this one here. Not that one. Not that one. Completely wrong supply. Right, so we will build everything apart from this power supply, and I will just order another one for delivery tomorrow. Oh, how annoying is that? But I clipped it anyway. Exclamation mark! Yeah, she's come to see me. She's come to see me. Right, just let me order a power supply. Of course, because I only like fitting decent ones, and we'll look at a 750 watt PSU. Bang it on Prime, so it arrives. No point in arriving tomorrow because I'm not working tomorrow. 750 watt. Yeah, we don't want that. And we will order that now. Acer power supply. Oh, an Ace power supply. Yeah, I don't want one of those. MSI power supply. Oh, my throat with the dust. I think somebody hit the nail on the head yesterday, like a goat's spelt. I think somebody put when you have a dry throat. It's really, really dry. Oh, I can get that today. Should we order that today? You know full well if I order within the next 3 hours, 4 minutes, it'll come today. It won't come today. We all know it won't come today, but we're going to order that because it'll come today, it says. So we'll do delete and we'll say, yeah, order it today. How much are you betting it doesn't arrive today? How much are you betting it does not arrive today? Continue to check out. We don't want to use my gift card. We want to use my business account. And we will order that today by 10:15. It says it'll arrive by 10:15. Why not 10 o'clock? By 10:15. Don't know why it says 10:15, but it says 10:15. So we'll order a replacement power supply because I can't find the cable on that one. So we will. I'm sure the cable will turn up, and when it does turn up, I'll be able to do it. So I'll put that in there. Oh, put that there. That'll make a really good test power supply because it's quite a hefty one as well. 750 watts of juice.
that's that one. Oh, let's fit his other bits and bobs now. So we've got his M2 in. We've got his. I'll put this back on because we are not going to be powering this today because we haven't got a power supply for it. So we'll fit his hard drive next. His mechanical drive. Stick that down there. A little. Mouth like a goat. That's it. Goat has spelt in it. It is really because of that dust. I honestly, I think I breathed my good share of his DNA skin samples in. It's certainly advisable. It was. I can't tell you how dusty it was. Fortunately, there was no other. Contaminants in it. I have a telephone call coming through. 1 second, gentlemen. I have a phone call. PC Repairs, how can I help?
Hello there, I wonder if you can, yeah. Do you provide a laptop about that process of
I don't do anything at all with software. Sorry, it's hardware that I
PCDD,
do.
little shit.
No, sorry about that. I would imagine it's probably just a case of looking on maybe on the forums or Microsoft's help site on something like that. Yeah, it's not something I could recommend. The only people around here I know do similar to myself on it. Sorry. Good luck. Bye bye. Sorry guys, he bought a new laptop and he can't install Microsoft 365, but I don't do anything with software, so not a problem. He just said, do you mind just giving me some advice, and then went on to explain that. And I said, yeah. With it being software, don't do anything with it. Wow. I'm going to put this in the caddy there, stick that in there like so. This should have some locating pins in. 443. I still can't believe that. Still can't believe we have 443. I'm just going to go on about that all day. I'll be telling everybody. Postman will come and I'll go, do you realise I've got 443 subscribers? And I'll go, what the bloody hell you tell me that for? I'll go, because you're my postman. And I'll go, oh, I don't care. Well, you should care. I opened door the other day to postman naked. I don't know who I'm more shocked. Me opening door or him being naked. Open door the other day to postman being naked. I don't know who I'm more shocked. Him being naked or me opening door. I don't know. It sounds a bit right in my head. I just don't know if it works when it's a bit right like that. We need a new SATA cable. I'm putting a brand new one in out of my brand new SATA cable box. Do we need a right angle on there? Oh. Still dropping dust. Will that right angle one go on there? I reckon that right angle one will go on there and it'll look really pretty if I put that right angle one on there. So let's put that right angle one. I'm going to put that on there like so and stick that. Come out that side. No, yeah, come out that side. Come out that side there and go in the top. Trying to think of a pleasing way to stick the cable. Not that it'll make any difference to performance, but if you can make it look a bit neater and a bit nicer, that's the thing. What it's all about, isn't it? Stick that in that hole there. We'll get his
PCDD, little shit.
Oh, who have I got? Magnet. MS normally have 365 preloaded to buy. They have the free version on there. Yes, he's bought a business license, he said. I don't know what difference that would make, but yeah, I don't. The problem is, or the problem I have found is, as soon as I go, yeah, I'll offer you some help, it's then, right, I can't get my email done, I can't get this, so I don't mind helping. I'm not saying that I mind helping at all. Oh, wait there. What's James doing? iShip.
Make sure you're on live chat. Did you see my message earlier? The JD. Oh, your JDT board arrived. Looks like it will need a socket replaced. Ooh, well we have. James, I have wherever that board is. I don't know where that board is, but I've kept it to one side for you. I have a board for you, don't I? Somewhere. With a socket on. There you go. There you go, James. I have a new socket on this board, which is the same socket as you've got. So you should. I think that might have a bent pin by the looks of it. You see that little bent pin there? So yeah, James, if you want that board, I probably damaged that pin recently because it wasn't damaged. You can give it a shot with that with your BGA machine or whatever it's called, and see where you go with it. That's good. Mine is in transit. My my JDT, my Joey Does Tech gift is still in transit by the looks of it. Isn't that Canadian eating hymen remains? Isn't it a hymen a thing what a girl has? What did sound PCDD little shit? Exclamation ship is that Sam. If you put exclamation ship, if you put exclamation CMD, exclamation command. Oh, yours is AM5. Oh, sorry, James. I thought it was that. Oh, that one's for the other board that you bought. You know, the one what you put on your YouTube shorts. That's for that one up there. That chip. Yeah, AM5. I don't have a spare board for an AM5. Sorry. Yeah, if you put exclamation command in, San, you will see a full list of commands. But the one which tells you my name is exclamation ship. Our business office is 5-year license. Download code on box. Ah, is that what it is? 5-year license. I don't know how much that is. I was shocked to see posties in trousers the other day. Wow, postie in trouser. That's an unusual thing, certainly around here. They normally walk everywhere in shorts, don't they? Normally walk everywhere in shorts. Yeah, it's on the card as well. I didn't know you could get a 5-year license. I bought mine off Amazon. My last license. I got mine from there. Let's put this EPU on. Still breathing that. Ugh, nasty stuff. Right, so next thing is going to be CPU cooler. My magic brush. I'm going to have to give this office such a good vacuum. I might be having a visitor or visiting somebody in a few weeks' time, gents. You have to watch this space and just make sure you subscribe for it with another humongous star of the creator world. Might be coming to see me or me going to see him to do a collab stream on something. Can't say too much at this moment in time, but all I say is you don't want to miss it because it's always good fun when we collab or I collab with a fella creator. So we'll put the perfect amount of thermal paste on. I know people do this differently. I like to spot it all over. It's only a central thing on here, so there's no point going too close to the edge. And you don't need too much. Please, please don't put too much thermal paste on. The amount of machines I see where people's going, I'll put a full tube on. You don't need a full tube. You just need a little bit out of the tube and keep the rest for another rainy day. Plug the CPU in prior to doing this. If you can get that lined up like that, so AMD at the top, I prefer it, but quite often you can't. So I line it up like so with AMD at the bottom. Not that it makes any difference to cooling. And again, because we've now got that stuck underneath, it's going to hold it in place with the little bracket at the back and at the bottom. We'll get these tightened down again equally. It's located on them all, then crossing to the others. Sounds like me on a morning. These are nearly down. That one's down. That one's down. They've got stops on these, so you can't actually over tighten the AMD ones. They're not a bad cooler. Not amazing. They kind of do the job to what they need to do. I don't think that one is gripping. I know it is. So there we go, and it's all stopped in place. Oh God. Is Maddie going to NEC? No, Maddie's not. She's not allowed in, unfortunately. She'd love it. She would love it. Next door neighbour is going to let her out. We've got amazing next door neighbours. And they, well, in fairness, everybody, I'll tell you now, guys, everybody on the street loves her. We call her street dog, mainly because certainly in the summer, if I let her out, she'll, I mean, when I was cleaning that, she walked at next door neighbours, and this kind of an alleyway, you'd call it, between both houses, you know, where you walk into the back garden. So she'll often walk down there and just walk into, they'll sit in the conservatory in summer, and she'll walk around there, stick her head round, see them, and then walk up to them for a stroke, have a stroke off them, and then walk back out, and then walk up to the person next door but one to me and do the same to them. And they'll go, what are you doing here? Does your dad know you? Yeah, he knows I'm here. Just come for a stroke. And she says hello to me. She goes over to see people over the other side of the road and whatnot. And then she'll come back and lay outside. So, yeah, she's street dog. Everybody knows her. That's the Scrooge, which the springs you can hear on there. So, no, she's not going to there. She's going to be let out with them. JFix, when is part 8 of the laptop repair? Repair the CPU silicon. Last business one I bought was 2019 security stock. Windows 10 needed. Now Office 2021. No hot cows. Woohoo, BGA machine. I'm opening it. Already got that one a while ago. Damn it. Lol Sam. What did Sam say? Part 8 coming out. Sounds like Torrent. Please hit like. Yeah, that's me. Crust next for Maddie. They don't let you. They don't. I went to one at one of my local arenas. I went with both at 2 dogs at the time, and they can't bring dogs in. Oh, it's a dog show. You can't bring dogs in. I went. There's like 900 dogs in there at this dog show doing agility and everything. You can't bring your dog in. I'm like, well, I can't come then. Can't. Well, the annoying thing was, you go in, you pay with your dogs. You then walk through to the next meeting. Can't bring your dog in here, mate. I went. I've paid. Can I have my money back? No. Should have read time. And it was like 30 quid to get in. And it was like, one of those. Anyway, again, I digress. Just for making this look prettier, I like tucking that down the bottom there. I don't know if you can see this. I'm just tucking the CPU fan cable down the back of the screws that I've just tightened up. Do this after you've tightened it up, and then you've got not going to be any risk of damaging anything, and it just holds it a bit out of the way. It's never going to be mega pretty because you just can't get them set up. If you can get 2 wraps on it, it's even better because it just holds it so much better out of the way. So it's just making it look as pretty as we can. You have to see it's now just wrapped around there. Don't call them too much because it doesn't like it. Obviously your 12-volt supply for your CPU will sit in here, your big ATX for the board, and your GPU one is going to sit somewhere up here as well. And if you are building the computer again from scratch, just make sure you plug your it's in prior, you know, your front panel in and your audio before you put your graphics cards in, because if you then put your graphics card in and then try and get these in, you haven't got room. This one's a small board, but sometimes you haven't got room to really do it. So we can now put GPU back in place. We have given this a clean off. It's never going to be amazingly clean, so we've given the CPU a clean. It's had the drives fitted, so we will get this screwed down. Then we'll put the Wi-Fi card back in, which we have got on the side. Is it Wi-Fi or Wi-Fi? I say Wi-Fi, but a lot of people say Wi-Fi, and apparently it's pronounced Wi-Fi, even though it's 2 words. Wireless fidelity, which is what I believe it's supposed to stand for. Right, your graphics card will often have a little bit of movement on it, and again, I don't know what ability everyone is, but if you are looking at building one, I like it'll only move so far. Just make sure you're not rocking your slot too much, but if you push it that direction, because sometimes if you have it too aligned, your HDMI ports and DP ports, whatever you've got on the back, sometimes get fouled with the bracketry on the back. So I just like to make sure it's sat at that side of the
gap at the back. It just gives you a little bit more movement, but we're not, I mean, small graphics cards like this aren't going to carry a lot of weight anyway, so you're not going to do any damage. But if you have got a big chunky graphic card, please, please, please put a support in. Please, I implore you, put a support in. Give his Wi-Fi card a wipe off. He has got a PCI Express wireless N adapter for here. I do centralize. You can get away with it most of the time. On this one, we could get away with it mainly because if we look at the back plate here, you've just got a great big hole. All this is hole, but some of them have standoff bars here. So if you had a standoff bar here and you had this way too much, the standoff bar sometimes interferes just on this very edge. And I have had computing where they go, I can't get my HDMI working, or I can't get one of my display ports working. And all it is that the plug, when it goes in, fouls on the standoff bar of the case and it won't go in far enough. So all I do is loosen these two screws here and slide it over a bit. So it does look slightly off center, but it's not a big chunky card. There's no real weight in it. So it's not, and I'm not actually putting full pressure on this slot. I'm only leaning it slightly. It will go probably about another 1 degree over there. So it is a good idea to put them straight, but sometimes on cases, it can foul, and it will stop some of the plugs when it goes in, because obviously your HDMI plug sometimes has a shoulder on like this, and the shoulder can foul, certainly if that bit's not quite long enough, because even though they're made to standards and all made to standards, can foul on the case, and it just stops it going in the hole far enough to make a good connection. And I have had that in the past, but this one's okay like that. Dog shows, dogs, yeah. I'm not a lover of dog shows. I don't do what that is stupid. They should have told you before. I know, I were really infuriated. Really infuriated. People moan about dog-friendly hotels in St Anne's. Go to another hotel if you don't like dogs. Yeah, I don't get that. It's like going on holiday to a children's resort and going, there were too many kids there. Well, it's a children's resort. Go to an adults-only resort. But some children are feral when parents take them on holiday. They just think it's somebody else's problem to deal with. I do centralise. F5 for me to the port. Yeah, I had a computer case that you couldn't, how much you try and get the port, so I had to cut my case. Yeah, I've had that as well, Carthor, where I've had to adapt it on the back a little bit. You need a longer tip. Length is a true problem. I did say on stream yesterday, Nick, that children are like farts. You can barely stand your own, and I think that's probably a good analogy. But some children are feral. I don't think it's the children which are feral. I think it's the parents which are feral, just thinking I'll let them run riot. So it's one of those things, isn't it? Where, do you know, if there's no guiding light or restriction, they're going to act like that because they don't have the ability to comprehend. Some children do, some children don't, so you can't really blame the little bambinos for everything that they do. But yeah, feral is what it is. You're going to look at my head a little bit here because I need to see down here. There we go. I hope the glare didn't distract you too much on the back of my nugget. I'm still eating that bloody. So, shall we have a little bet whether that power supply will turn up tonight before 10:15? I'm saying it won't, because we are very, very close to a Amazon main distribution centre. It's huge where I am, in fairness. It's massive, but I think there's many of them around the country. So normally they offer you that if you're near one of the main distribution centres, and I know I am. Quite often what happens is it still say it's in transit, then driver goes home and then just leaves it in transit because they finish at 8 o'clock instead of 10 or whatever it is. So that's normally what happens around here. Let's stick his RAM in. He's got some nice RAM. We're looking at this for his RAM. There we go. We've got some DDR4 32 gigabytes, 216s, this 3600 megahertz or mega transfers. It should read RAM. So really, really nice. Not brilliant latency, but not really bad. 18, 20, 20, 18, 22, 22, 42. So not too bad.
I have seen better, but for what it is, that's not bad. So he's got 2 sticks of that. So with the ram, lining up in the slot like so. I like to put, if there's 2 sticks like this, personal preference again, I line them both up in the slot. They've not pushed home yet. You can tell they're not pushed home because the little tabs at either side are still dislodged and open, and I like pushing them both down together to give you a bit more spread on the thing. So push them both down. I'm going to stand up and do this because I like using my thumbs to spread the weight. 1 in, 2 in, and it's all done. Tabs will shut to either side as that, and it's done. So try not to lean over left to right with it because you will break the port or dislodge the solder. So just make sure they're both down, equally spread. Job's a good one. We now have 32 gigs of RAM sat in there. Yes, I agree, dog. My dog's just gone, really? 32 gigs of RAM? Imagine dog food and balls I could buy with that. This dust is absolutely everywhere. I don't think this case has ever been cleaned. Gosh, I'm choking still. Just re-wipe the inside of that case. And it's still a little bit like that. We'll stick his, watch me call it in, his speaker when I find out where his speaker goes, which is on that one there. So his positive goes to that side, because it makes a difference. There we go, we've got his speaker back in. Let me just catch up with the chat. Poor parenting, well, lack of parenting rather than poor parenting. I'm a believer with dogs. I've trained all my dogs myself. Dogs love to be controlled. Dogs love to be told what to do. Dogs' brain cannot cope with the responsibility of being in charge. And if you get an aggressive dog, a nervous dog or something like that, it's because you give it too much responsibility. You've not taught it well enough. You've not instilled what it needs to do. They need to be in a pack and they don't need to be the alpha. And children are very similar. They will push and push and push. If you leave your child to make a decision, their brain cannot cope with it because it's underdeveloped. It's at the same stage as a dog's. So you've got to make sure you instill boundaries, rules and things like that. So it's all down to parenting, nothing to do with the child. He's a bad one. No, he's not a bad one. He's just had no boundaries. And expecting a dog, expecting a child to know, they do not know. They will poo and they will bite people, and dogs will do the same. Just give them some training. Give them some training. They're not brought into this world knowing. Just do it. And you know, if you can't be bothered to do it, don't own a dog, don't own a child, don't bring one into the world if you're not prepared to give it the best start, which is teaching it and educating it in a way to conform to society. It's not fair on that child. Ugh. Anyway, soapbox off. I'm not going to get into it because I don't do that. But we'll skip that one. I had 3 kids pass me on e-bikes last night in the dark, no lights on their bikes or helmets, dark clothing, looking. And do you know what, Mookie, this really annoys me. They'll get hit by a driver and it'll be the driver's fault. The police will try and stop them and it'll be nasty police and, you know, this lad's been knocked off his bike or something like that. And everyone say, it was such a good kid, such an angel, such this, such that. It were police's fault. No, they're protecting little Doris who's walking down with a shopping cart, who's 96-year-old, who only goes out on a Tuesday for a bottle of milk because that's the only life she has now because she's worked all life and she's retired. And little Johnny who's racing around on his e-bike on pavement causing mayhem, who's an angel, just narrowly missed her. So police took a decision to try and stop him doing it again and maybe killing little Doris or terrorising her. But police at bad ones. Please don't get me started. Please. I had this conversation the other day about emergency services. Yeah, that will make my wee boil. It's it really does dry hump my last nerve, and that's the way I can put it. Dry humping my last solitary nerve when people say that. Because you're as moronic as them for having an opinion that it's justifiable that they go and shoplift, they go and steal, they go and terrorise people, they ride on pavements on e-bikes, they do that because they're bored, they've got nothing to do. No, just because they've got nothing to do. Oh, you've started me. Mookie, you've started me. Sorry. Let's move on. What is the weather? I'm going to shut up. Is it most Asus boards have only on? Yeah, they do. Most of them just have one clip. Usually they're out to one over here. Towards the top of the case. Love them. GM, I don't know. Frank and Mint. Hello, Frank and Mint. I've not seen you in chat before. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I've just probably put you off by ranting. Do apologise. All good until you dislocate your thumb. Oh yes, that's never good. Curious about you. Do you board level repairs? Because mostly I see you building PCs. I do. I am. There's a couple of laptops I've just done before this on today's stream. If you rewind to that, Sam, and both of those were board level repairs. One of them we have sat. Well, we've got both sat up here. One of them still sat up there charging. The other one is missing. Where did I put that little component? I stuck it down somewhere. Here we go, a bit of tape. This one is out of a laptop and I've got to talk to the customer. But if I put it on microscope, you will see what we've had to remove. We had to remove this out of the board. Let me just find it on there. Can you see that? Because it's got a great big, it shouldn't have a piece missing. Let's put it like that. If I just put my biro nib next to it, you will see the relative size difference. So this is a pen pointing to it. So we identified that on the board. It's got a big chunk missing this side here. And it had gone supernova and destroyed itself, carbonated itself and kind of attached itself to the board. So we've took that out. I do need to order a chip, but I need to talk to the customer first. So it is anything what walks through the door. And it's a bit weird because this time of year, I always seem to get quite a lot of desktop computers in. You get a mix coming through this time of year anyway, so it is sometimes desktop computers. I'm not building this one, I'm cleaning it and adding some bits to it because this one is coming for no power. So he's having a power supply because that was the issue. It needed desperate for a clean as well, and some bits and bobs for the fans. So it is literally, Sam, what comes through the door. Sometimes, I mean, I did a hinge repair yesterday, a screen repair, a strip down and clean on some fans, and a couple of board repairs yesterday. Wednesday stream, I can't remember. In an 11-hour stream. So I get through somewhere between 20 to 40 jobs per week. They're not all going to be board level repairs. I'm not sorry who just gets board level repairs. I'm a business, so whatever walks through the door. And if it needs a screen, it needs a screen, keyboard, battery, installation of Windows, a full build, upgrades, or whatever. It is literally whatever walks through the door. So it is a good mix, predominantly PC and desktops, laptops and desktops. I do the occasional Mac, don't do tablets, don't do phones, and I don't really get involved with software. So you'll never see me setting an email address up or anything like that because it just doesn't float my boat. So I choose not to do it as a business. And I'm fortunate like that. I can pick and choose what I do. But that's what it is. Sloth Tech, hello, Sloth. Guys. Please, I know you're all sat in here and you've done an amazing job at getting me to 443 subscribers today. And if you are sat in my chat, please consider subscribing to me. But the other one I want you to subscribe to is Rusty Russ Repairs, but also Sloth Tech. Go check him out. He did his first, I think it was his first stream last night. And I know, reading the comments, he was a little bit nervous and he put some comments in there. Done an amazing job, guys. Please check him out. He did, I think he was doing, I can't remember what he was doing. I've slept, but please check Sloth Tech out. If anybody doesn't know, have a look at Sloth Tech. And we've also got Soldering Shrew on here as well, who did his first video yesterday. So there's a couple of very, very new creators in here, guys. Please consider having a look at Sloth Tech, which is in chat at the moment, and also Soldering Shrew, who both of them are new to the scene. First video, second video, whatever it is. So please check them out. Just be really kind. They are new to it. They are working on limited equipment. They've probably not got as many cameras as certainly I have. I've only been doing it for 4 months and things like that. I'm sure they will appreciate hitting the like button or the subscribe button because it means an awful lot to small subscribers. It still means a lot to me, and I'm a tiny subscriber. When you're first starting out, it's done that. So let's encourage them. More people we get streaming, the better your content will be, and the more so you all have to watch. So please give them a like, give them a subscribe, and you know what goes around comes around, guys. It's what it is. So we are with that one. I think on there, I can't fit the power supply. Power supply's not here. We can't do that. There's nothing I can really do. Anything else? Shall we? I don't really want to install Windows on stream because it's not a particularly exciting thing to do. So I'm not going to install Windows on this one on stream because it's not that interesting and exciting to do. So we'll shift this one out of the way.
I've got a data recovery one to do, but again, that's not one for stream either, for obvious reasons, in the fact that, you know, we can't recover a customer data and show it on stream, so that's not one which I'll be doing on stream either. And we need to bring the Chromebook back down, what we stripped and diagnosed this morning, that board repair. So this is what we did this morning, San. If you missed that this morning on when we first started, we did a HP laptop, which is the chip I've just shown you, which had gone supernova and blown a big hole in that little 3.3 regulator. And then we did the one I'm going to get down now. This is a Chromebook. We then diagnosed this one. The battery on this now looks fully charged because we're not pulling any current on the charging circuit, and yeah, we've gone down to a negligible voltage on there also. Let's get this back down and sat on here. Leave that one plugged it in. Ouch! Get that one out because this is my charger for it. So we did this one this morning on stream, and this was a bizarre one. It was number 2, so we can see. When we tried it yesterday on stream, because it's coming with no power, this was a no power fault. It was pulling 5 volt only, so the PD controller weren't waking up, and it was locking at that at 3 amps. So we did a few diagnostics, a few tests this morning, just having a look where stuff was going, what it was, and we identified a chip getting extraordinarily hot. But I'll just get that on there. So we got it under the microscope, added it under the thermal camera, and we identified it as this little beauty just here, which probably don't mean anything to you, but this was the USB-C control chip or something, and LDO, I think James has said as well, provides the LDO. So this was getting warm. There was a little capacitor sat next to it, and we were all open. It was easy pizza and say hello to my little friend, and we were going to take the cap off, which just sits just there. But upon inspection, we gave it a drink of alcohol, and it felt a little bit tipsy and started. Point to it right bit. This one here, that's the one we were looking at. We thought it might have been that cap up there, I think it was, or maybe the cap, I can't remember. But get onto it right, chip. That one there, that was it. But it wasn't, and the battery was losing charge really, really quickly. There is a bit of heat in the board, but not a significant amount. So what we said was we would put it on charge and see what it was, because the battery was dropping on charge quite a lot. But it's a non-standard battery connector. It's more like a phone connector rather than a laptop battery connector. So we measured it, and it was dropping. It's a 7.7 volt battery. It was creeping up, but it was dropping down equally as quick upon doing that. So we're going to plug that back in and turn that on. Just going to see what it is pulling now. So this little unit here is a USB power adapter, so it tells me what we're pulling. So we'll flick it on. Ignore the voltage on screen up here, because that relates to the power supply kicking out. So power supply is kicking out 19.5 volts at half an amp. The actual unit itself, because obviously it's going through a controller, is sitting at 15 volts at half an amp. As we can see, it's really difficult to see, but it is on there, 15 volts, half an amp. So it's doing its job. It's now charged and things like that. Soldering, oh, well done, thank you. Same cloth. Just went to 35 viewers. I'm up at 35. I peaked yesterday. Thank you very much for anybody watching. I did peak yesterday at 55. I think I peaked at yesterday. An average for my entire stream 38, which is just phenomenal for me. So thank you so much. And I am chasing 450 subscribers for this stream. I'm on 443 at the moment, and the great Rusty Russ is just a couple behind me at 441. But if you are sat there, please consider subscribing. It means an awful lot, and it's free to do so. We have got a live tracker on the screen as well. So we are going to measure the battery voltage on here. So we'll get this back on. We're only putting this on because my eyesight is atrocious.
So battery connector sits here, and I will just focus so it doesn't look anywhere near as blurred as it does now. We'll zoom out a bit because that zoom is horrendous. There we go. You gained about 10, I think, subs. Charger simulator. Charger simulator is a really handy tool. Yeah. I use that charger one. And there. So let's get this on here. I have gained. I was at 432 when I came live. So I've gained 11 subs today. So that is phenomenal. I would like another 7, but I don't think I'm going to get another 7 before close of play. So we're just going to test the thing. Top right hand corner, it'll tell us the DC voltage of the battery. So the battery is sat at 8.6 volts, and it's sat there pretty steadily now. Not let me charge because unplug the charge. Sorry. Yeah, 8.45. It's only a 7.7 volt battery, but I think this battery's probably seen greater health in its time. If it's the original battery in here, laptop's 2021, I think they said. Did it about 4 years. I don't think there's any date code on here. What I can see, let me see if there is a date code. 2011-05. Can't see it. Can't see it being a 2025 laptop. Yeah, so I don't know what date code it is. There's very little else with a date code on. What's the battery? 2020 is the battery. There's a date code on the battery of 2020. 7th of November 2020 for build. So 2021 probably about right. So looking at a 5-year-old battery, it is dropping like so. So we're just going to try and power this, and I think probably once I've powered it, if we get pictures, let me grab my telephone. Oh, gents, is a phone call coming through. PC repairs. How can I help? You can come in by all means, yeah. I can have a look at it for you, no problem at all. Just knock on the door. Cheers. Sorry guys, I've got somebody just rocked up outside. Just apologising because he says it's 40 minutes before you close. I didn't realise you weren't a shop. I work from home. So bear me 1 second, gents. I'll just answer the door.
PCDD, you little shit.
So guys, sorry, I am just going to take this back off of this customer here. He has brought it, he's one what rang me yesterday and got a swollen battery in it. I think he said you kept it next to the freezer or something like that.
Yeah.
I remember the conversation. Yeah. So he's got a swollen battery. It's a little Geo laptop. He's going to buy a battery himself because I will just explain that I only fit genuine batteries. So he can buy one himself. So I've said I'll take the back off for him and just do this. So I would imagine everyone will be abusing me with my sound effects. So thank you for that. He's quite happy. Yeah, they're starting to pump them through. Some will come through, some won't. But he's quite happy for me to put microphone back on. I did ask him. So we'll pop the back off for him. He can take a picture of the battery and then he can order one himself, and we'll be as quick as we possibly can. It is quite badly swollen. You'll be able to see it on here, guys. You can see the swellage on swellage. Is that a new word I've just made up?
PCDD, you little shit.
There we go. There we go. They start abusing me. Thanks, Ozzy. I did warn him that you would start abusing and giving me some grief, as you do. So we will try and get this off. That one's bent. No point using that one. That's my old one. Where's my new one? Oh, I got a new one out yesterday. Where did I put it? It's just typical, isn't it? You get a new one out. There it is. So I can't find it. Oh, you've now looked at it all, haven't you, Ozzy? You're gonna be typing them all. Right, we're just trying to separate the case. It's a keyboard and case on here, and we'll take the battery out. And if you order one on Amazon or somewhere like that, if you are going for a compatible battery rather than a genuine battery, it'll probably turn up a lot quicker.
PCDD, you little shit.
Thanks, Chill. I did say that you'll be abusing me. They're taking advantage because we've got somebody else in the office, if you're not wondering, guys. we have a visitor who's new to the office. So we will pull that out because this hidden screws.
Got a little.
Yeah, we've got a tiny one. Got a tiny one. Ah, dear me. Get those screws out there. 1, 2. Right. Oh yeah, nicely swollen. It's certainly Airtalk pies as that one, guys, as you can see. So I'll give you the battery back. Please dispose of this properly.
Yeah.
Don't leave it in the house. Don't leave it anywhere. Take it to a recycling centre. Do it on your way home or something like that. Take a picture of that, what you'll need, and then dispose of it properly, because that could cause you big issues and catch fire.
Yeah. Yeah, so you can't just...
Naughty.
No, do not put it in a black bin. If it gets punctured, it will go off like a firework. Literally, you will not have time to do anything within a matter of seconds. It'll be up in flames and it ignites like, do you know, like you'd see a spaceship rocket take off?
Yeah.
The propulsion of that, the force of it is immense. So, yeah.
Is there, one of them recycle places nearby?
Yeah, I would say take it to
And
one
when
of
the doctor said I didn't have worms anymore, that was the happiest day of my life.
Thank you, Ralph. Very grateful.
Thanks, Ozzy. Yeah, so that's the battery information you will need, but please be careful with it.
Yeah.
To do that, I'll just put your screws back in the battery holder, and then we'll put your back on. Just be aware that the computer probably won't work until you get a battery.
Yeah, I guess that much.
Yeah, because it'll probably need it'll probably need that. I can't keep up with all the new creators. It's the yellow page. Yes, we've got a new creator stuff behind me. That's what it is. Is here for his. He only looks. You don't look very old, but he only looks like he's here for his tryout for the day. So, trying to get these in without any balance on here. Yeah, whatever you do, don't puncture the battery, because if you did, that's where you're going to end up with a world of pain. Just look it up online.
Yeah, I have seen some battery fires before.
Yeah, and that's why I only fit genuine ones, just in case.
Yeah. What, are they just like safer?
I think they're probably made to a higher standard, but with Geo being a white label laptop anyway, e.g. they don't actually make it, they just stick the name on it.
Yeah.
It's probably not too dissimilar anyway. So we'll stick those back on there.
Get this rebuilt as quick as we possibly can for you. The other thing as well, with the battery swelling, it can affect things inside.
Yeah.
So you might find that it's moved things around inside. So it can cause additional damage or issues. But yeah, just price a... it's not wanting to go down there. Price yourself a compatible battery up. That's if you want to go down that. I would say good genuine, but if they are going to be considerably more expensive...
yeah, I want a tight... Well, I wouldn't say tight budget. I do have a little bit of money at the minute.
Yeah. Oh, you can lend me some then. That's the one I put in wrong. That didn't go in that hole there. Put it in the wrong hole. That's why it wouldn't sit down properly. That goes in that hole there.
Yeah, I've been trying to save up pretty well. I've managed to get like 130 quid so far.
Wow.
I only make like 20 quid a week from college.
Ah, right.
But yeah, I've got a job coming up soon, so
Oh,
that's
excellent.
why I'm getting it done now. So I won't have to worry about the price
Yeah.
much.
What is it you're doing at college?
I'm just getting my maths and employability.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, the money, it's like pretty much they pay me for bursary.
Right.
To like get buses and stuff, but I bike there, so I just pocket the money.
Oh, right. It's all about making the pennies last.
Yeah.
Don't want to go on very well, this. What's stop? Oh, that one's stopping it now.
You're a loony.
I am a loony. Ozzy, I am a loony. I am definitely a loony. Where does that one go? I'm sure we took that out of the board, and I could have sworn it had come from that hole there. It'll be more apparent. It does go in that board, that one there. Why is that not going in with that hand there? It's just not screwed in, fair enough. Right, third time lucky. They're all now clear, they're clear, they're clear, they're clear. Oh, we've got a new subscription. Nanette Pat, thank you so much for your very kind subscription. I am racing against Russ Repairs. He's at 441, I'm at 445. Thank you so much for that one. Very, very, very much appreciated. Very much appreciated. Just don't become a streamer.
Oh, I used to have my dreams when I was younger.
Yeah, don't become a streamer. It's hard work. Right. I think because the battery has been swelling, until you get a new battery, I need to just adjust that. But it has bent the case a little bit, which is why it's struggling to screw this down fully. Yeah. And I think it's the case which is bent rather than screws not going in. It's feeling like the screws, but it isn't.
It's been swollen for quite a while, to be fair.
Yeah. So I'm going to put this back on, but the case isn't going to shut right until we get the other battery in, because I can feel where it's coming apart and swollen. So that's something we can address if and when you get a battery. So we'll screw these back in and this back down. Yeah, just make sure it looks similar when you get the photos up, and if you use the part number, you shouldn't go too far wrong with it. You shouldn't go too far wrong at all. But what you'll probably find is majority of them are built in the same factory.
Yeah.
And that. So when you get the battery, it will need probably going through a calibration cycle. So what your calibration cycle basically does is charge it up, discharge it, and let it come up and down charge cycle. And then the battery knows where the maximum is, where the minimum is, and it takes it from that. Okay. So that's basically what your calibration cycle does. It kind of sets a middle mark. Now, looking at this, you have got a couple of screws missing, so I'm not worried too much about that. I'll put more screws in it when you bring it back, because I've got massive boxes of them.
Cheers.
So that's your laptop back. Yeah, that side there just don't want to sit down. But I think that's where the...
It's fine. I don't use it for much, to be fair. I only use it for drawing.
Oh dear, right. Yeah. In my day, we used to use pen and paper for that.
Oh, yeah, I do like traditional art, yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah, my dad got me a graphics pad years and years ago, and I only just started using it. And then I fucked up my laptop.
Oh dear.
Yeah, it was my phone broke, so I was using my laptop for Snapchat calls.
Oh, right.
And then it got like really, really hot. And then one day I just realised, yeah, that's I called my mate saying like, why is my laptop pregnant?
Yeah, it's never good. So that's where it's pushed it out.
Yeah.
When I put the battery in, I will get it all straightened and whatnot. But again, just be really careful with that battery.
Yeah,
I can't
I'm
express
gonna-
how dangerous that will be.
Yeah, I'm
now
gonna
it's
get my
full.
mum to take me to the recycle centre now.
Yeah, you can dispose them at the supermarkets and places like that, but with it being that bad, I wouldn't want to put that in one of those because if it then catches fire in store, I couldn't live with myself.
Yeah.
So take it straight to these. Have a look on your phone. There's several around it. But yeah, just give us a tinkle as and when you get your battery, and I'm more than happy
I'll
to
order
put
it
it in.
tonight. Do you want me to call and like say when I'll come in?
Yeah, just give me a bell before coming because I work from home, as you can
Yeah,
see,
yeah.
so I can make sure I'm about.
Yeah, 6-0 by the way.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right, have a good weekend.
Thank you.
See you later, mate. Bye bye now.
Yeah, have a nice day.
You too. Right, where were we, guys? We were putting this one all back together, weren't we? Sorry, I wasn't expecting that one. So thank you very much for that. For all you guys abusing me in chat. What a nice lad. What a nice lad. Come to do. So no charge on that. He rang me the other day. I wasn't expecting today. And I thought it was a gaming laptop when he rang me the other day. It was the one who said he keeps it in it because the system, if it is swollen, you need to be really careful because it can explode and catch fire, as we all know they can. So he said it's okay, he keeps it next to the freezer. Don't know why he keeps it next to the freezer. That's why I said to him, you're the one who keeps it next to the freezer, and it was. Yeah, keeps it next to the freezer. To stop doing that. So yes, we will stick that back on here. That one probably goes on that way. I'm going to rebuild this one for this this other customer, and we'll get this done. Did I miss some bits and bobs? See you, Mr. Customer. He's gone, yeah, Nick. He's gone. Thank you. I had a couple of batteries come today from AliExpress. Do you really fit AliExpress batteries? My post office grill you on what's in... Yeah, they do with me. Someone wanted to return battery to Amazon. Do you know what the strange thing is? I've done a couple of returns to Amazon. They let you get them delivered, but they don't like them being returned. So because I have returned them, but other times they'll do it, which is a bit strange. So I don't know if that's down to individual supplier who says no, we don't want returns or not. But yeah, I've had kind of from both sides where some will go, yeah, return it, and others will go, no, we don't want return. Because I think quite a few of these batteries on Amazon are just refurbished, not always a new. They're not for recharge. I didn't know that. Mookie, I thought if they sold batteries they had to do that. I didn't realise they weren't. I never take them to that. I always take them to. Well, I have somebody picking me recycling stuff up, but yeah, it's usually that. Now one of his things are broke here, so I'm going to see if I can glue that back down. I don't know whether I'll successfully glue this, but we'll give it a shot to get this done. Ooh. Barnum glue, cuts that double point. Let's get my crazy glue, super glue, contact cement, whatever you want to call it. We'll get this stuff down. We'll get this on here. Plus the thing is a nice lad. He might just give me a subscription as well. And since I'm chasing subscriptions, they all matter. Well, they all matter anyway, don't they? Every single one matters. So we'll get a bit of a post-it. And see if we can make a hash of getting this crazy glue out of here, because it did fill up the other day. We don't need a great deal. Stick my plunger back in, my stopper, which is a screw. And we will put that back there. We'll get on to sticking this together. Tweezers, not them. Not them. Oh, they might work, actually. Might work okay, that type. This hole down here. So we're aiming for this one here. I would imagine that the way, you reckon? Yeah, there's quite a big chunk missing off that. Is it that way or is it that way? Don't know. Might be that way. I think it is that way. So we'll just lift that up. We'll get a little bit of super glue on the tip of the knife. Coat that side. A little bit on here. I reckon you end up wasting more super glue than you actually use. because you never use everything you put out, and even if you kind of put it straight onto the item, most of it squeezes out. It's a bit like thermal paste, isn't it? I bet we waste more than we actually use on thermal paste. So get this picked up and put on there and see if we can get that stuck down. Can't look at chat while I'm doing this because I'm looking at my fingers being stuck to it. And that's in place. Right, just give that a few ticks to dry. Can't really speed that up because if you've got heat on it, it doesn't always dry. It makes it brittle and falls back off. So, where are we on chat? Need Pitco to drive around picking. I know. He did say to me the other day that he, if I get a lot of stuff, he can pick it up. I normally have somebody local, but on my bigger quantities, they normally say, well, we'll give you X amount of pounds. On my smaller quantities, they just pick it up for free. But I think when I got rid of some stuff a few years ago, they give me a few £100 for it all. Because I think I had a lot of stuff going. A lot of stuff going to do that. Nothing like glued fingers, yeah. Nothing like, if you rub them together like that, it stops them gluing on super glue or crazy glue or anything to that. I just don't know how aligned that is to the centre of the hole. I think it's way off. So I think they're on the wrong ones. So let's just move that round. I don't think that can go on there because it was way off the... It's not that one either. Is it that one? Ah, that's it there, that's why. I don't think it's going to stick anyway because super glue is not very good at sticking plastics. It's not the, yeah, I think it's that one there. No, it's not that one there. Just don't want to stick to the, stick somewhere central. Is that it? Yeah, super glue's not very, very clever at sticking sticking plastics. That's reality behind it. Only ever get fingers to stick with super glue. Any part just drop off. I know, Mookie, that is so true, isn't it? I know what's going to happen. I'm going to hold this down like this under pressure. As soon as I take my finger off, the case and the little thing what I'm trying to stick on is going to be stuck to my finger. So we'll push that one off, hold it in place. That one's more sticky. And then you end up with super glue on your fingers and you rub your eye and kind of scratch your eyeball out. So that is holding it down a little bit more. What's Sand say? Yo, PCDD, couldn't you have punctured the cover sheet of the battery to fix the... My friend got his phone battery fixed like that. And it worked! Oh my gosh, it's gas build-up. No! Please, 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 please never do that on a lithium-ion battery. If you touch the anode and the cathode layers, it will go up like a bomb. Like a bomb. You will not believe how quick they go up. And it's something like 400 degrees C upwards, moving up to probably close to 800 degrees C. They're so hot, and it just spits out. Please, Sans, I don't know if you're joking on that, but I would beg you never to do that. Never ever. If you touch the anode and cathode layers, it's just a recipe for disaster. A recipe for disaster on that one. Please don't do that. Right, we've got our fingers off. Yeah, excuse me, Cowser's nail on it there. Strongest glue is PC7 epoxy paste, bonds plastic amazingly. Oh, I didn't know that. It comes off Amazon. It's in a nondescript bottle. It does come with a stick-on label, but it always peels off. That is about 18 months old. It's not dear stuff. I have got some special two-part epoxy, what I use for plastics, which will bond metal and plastics, and it'll bond them together as well, what I use that. But only stuff I've used to stick on that is when I was trying hinges and whatnot, when I was experimenting with different solutions for screen hinges on the ultra thin all glass screens, which you've got to sometimes do. Got a Canon printer in my shed if Pitco wants it. Sister dropped it off, leaking ink everywhere. I think he does, but obviously the thing for Pico, with him being his own business, is making it viable to collect. So I think that's the something in my eye now. I think that's the that's going to sting. That's the thing with that. Right, let's get the case put back on, and we'll give this a quick test on here. Make sure I'm not getting any super glue on here. There's a bit, no, it's not super glue, so we're fine. I did keep it on a piece of paper. I'm hoping if we get this on and we can screw that one we've just glued down, it's probably just going to hold it pretty steady. Clip, 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 clip. Clunk, clip, clip, clip. All right, screwdriver. We've got 4 corner screws. I'm going to put that one in last up there. Just, I think probably what's happened is it's been over tightened or something like that. It's come under some type of impact under there, because it was still attached to the board, and one side is completely broken off. So yeah. Right, one last screw, and then we can put the legs in. I'm only going to loosely do that as a guide rather than holding it down. So it's there to hold the plastic in place rather than the corner on too much, because it is clipped around the edges. So hopefully when it's all clipped together, we're not going to suffer too much loss or missing. So will this now power? We'll get our little battery meter together, which is sitting just here. So there's a port at either side of this. Put our tweezers back, put our spudger back, put our screwdriver back, and put our other spudger. I need to order some more spudgers. I have ordered a load of tweezers. I think I said that earlier on screen. So we are off on our power supply. I will try and show you this the best I can. So we'll zoom into number 3. Then we'll move over to the right. So we are looking at this little unit here. Turn the light off so we can see it a little bit better. Yeah, we'll go down to mood lighting, and we will turn that one off as well, because that's my microscope camera. Don't need that on. So we're looking at this one sat here. This one's going to tell us the actual voltage and current what the laptop is taking. This one will tell us the supply voltage of the power supply. So it's supplied at 19.5. It'll tell us some current, and then this one's going to do that. If it works, it should. You might just see this come up to 5 volt, and then the controller will tell it that it can take up to 15 to charge. So hopefully it'll go up there. If it is, we'll try that, and we'll try the other port as well. So flick the power supply on now. So if we can see that coming up to straight up to 15.2. It's really not clear, guys. I am aware of that, but it is 15.2. And it's pulling half an amp. So it's pulling some current there. You can see 15.2, half an amp. So that's really, really good news. Might be able to see it a bit better like that, actually, because yeah, it's better. So we'll try that on the other ports. We'll leave that in situ. Flip the laptop around. There's 2 ports in here, so we'll try exactly the same process on the other one. 15.2 at half an amp. So I am happy that they're working. We did try the cables upside down earlier, so we do know that they are working in both directions. I am going to just see if this powers and see if we get, they come on automatically. We can hear the, there we go, Chromebook. We have picture, pulling an amp nearly. If you look up here, 19 volts, nearly an amp. It's converting it down his laptop and only accepting 15.1. So that is fine. Doing its job, and we are, I can't show you the screen because it's got customer details on for obvious reasons. See if we can browse as a guest. Yeah, we'll accept terms and conditions. I don't, if it doesn't show us anything, browsing as a guest. Yeah, we are browsing as a guest now, so we can show you the screen. So browsing as a guest, we're all on there. I don't use Chrome myself, so again, let's just flick that off so we get rid of that screen on there. Battery. There we go. We're not connected to any networks, but where's battery on here? Oh, there we go. 96%, 15 minutes until full, and it says it's charging. And we can see just there. We'll try disconnect the power. We're going to disconnect the DC port now. It's calculating because I've disconnected it. Calculating. Come on, calculate. This is a Chromebook which had a really strange thing, pulling 5 volts at 3 amps. And we managed to get it all up and running. 6 hours, wow, that's good battery life, isn't it? So 96%, we'll just plug the USB adapter into the other side, just make sure it's coming up with the same kind of results. Plugged in now, you can see it's calculating again because it's now taking a charge, and we will see where that goes to. 15 volts, 0.6 amp, and you can see top right hand corner again up here it's taking half an amp on current. So we're good on that, 14 minutes until full charge. So for all intents and purposes, this one it's working. Can't say it's fixed, but it is working. So we are good on that one. I'm not connected to any network, any internet service or anything like that, but we can see that it's functioning as it should. So we are where we are. Guys, if you are sat in chat, we have 34 people. I would love you to smash the like button, or what would make my day is hitting the subscribe button. I'm at 445 subscribers, as you'll see in the top center of the screen. And we are chasing Rusty Russ Repairs, and we've now just passed to 441. Please also consider hitting Russ Repairs up as well on there. Such a good guy, such a nice guy as well. He really does deserve it. Also, as well does Sloth Tech and Shroom Plays, who's also sat in chat. And if Chill's still in here as well, please check out Chill and Relax as well on streams for that. But I would really appreciate a like or subscribe. Guys, this is the Chromebook done. So I'm going to shut the Chromebook down because I don't know where shutdown is on these. Where's shutdown on these? Do not disturb. Do we just close, exit, off, and shut down? There we go. So we've done this one. We've got to order a part for whatchamacallit. We've got to order a part for the HP laptop. I need to speak to the customer first on that one, because if I've got to order it from AliExpress, he's going to be without it. And he was saying he's been given a Chromebook to use. Not this one, this is a different customer. He's been given a Chromebook to use, but he doesn't like Chromebooks. So he didn't really want to use that. But ultimately, if I've got to order a part, I've got to order a part. He can either wait with me or wait with somebody else. If he's going to be waiting for a part, he might as well wait. And he's used me before, so I think he'll probably get me to order the part. That was the little QFN chip which had gone nuclear and carbonized itself and set fire to itself and melted itself into board, what we removed and identified where we did the circuit board this morning. And then the desktop we worked on, which now sat over there. Power supply were wrong, so another one is arriving today. But we have built that and got everything else ready just for the power supply really, and installation of Windows 10. So that is really all it is. Thank you very much for everybody who has, oh my gosh, I've had another subscriber. Thank you, whoever that was who hit subscribe for me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I should be back next week. I've got no other bits on today, and I only work until 1 o'clock on a Saturday anyway. So hopefully next week we'll have some more maybe interesting stuff. We might have some parts for that circuit board, micro soldering, and doing the short detection with the thermal camera. I need to build some bits from a power supply when they come as well, so we'll be doing that as a project as well. But 446, thank you so much. Guys, everyone in chat, thanks for joining me today. Thank you for letting me entertain you, let me be in your life for the last 4 hours. I've streamed for 4 hours today, so it's only a short one. 9 hours 20 yesterday, 11 hours on, or gone 11 hours on Wednesday.
PCDD, you little shit.
And I am certainly a little ship. Thank you, cows. Thank you, cows, for all your clips as well. There's so many people. I can say thank you to. Thanks, James, for your help earlier as well. Thanks, Nick, for yesterday and today for
PCDD, you little shit.
And thanks, Mang, Chill, Carthor, and everybody else in chat. There's too many names, honestly. I always want viewers, but do you know when we get a lot of people? I do remember you all. I'm just not very good at remembering, if you know what I mean, and I do try and engage with everybody as and when, so you are really, really important. Thank you very much. Have a tremendous weekend. I'm going to shoot down to the NEC for the running show, and I'm going to enjoy that over the next 2 days. Andy, if Andy's live, is Andy live? I can't raid Andy,
But please, guys, as soon as I finish, please consider going. I'm sure you will anyway. Please consider going over to see Andy and to Swindon Electronical Repairs. If you don't know who he is, just search Swindon Electronical Repairs. And do me a favour, when you go into his chat, really important, say hi Mandy. Mandy, M-A-N-D-Y. Hi Mandy from PCDD. He will love it. Just say hi Mandy. He will love it. So guys, shoot over to Andy or Mandy. Say hi Mandy from me, and I will catch you all again. Thanks again, guys. Have a tremendously good weekend. See you later, mate. Bye now.